see if it's working. Why would I do that?
I mean, I got all my stuff right here. Should help me out some.
Okay, I'm charging my phone.
Sucks, I don't think I got high enough to get the extra rewards. How high do you have to get for that?
I got over 2 million. So I have no idea.
It's supposed to be nice to get much cheaper.
Turn this down.
I have nobody near 200.
I said up near 200.
Nobody's near 200.
How many teams do you have over 150?
2? That's not over. That's not near 200.
It's closer to 200 than it is to 100.
It's closer to 150 than anything. I don't have anything over 175. Oh, the highest team is 163.
Here, I'll just use this. Cool.
You needed a sheet, huh?
It's also faster.
Okay.
7 days of Halloween sale.
You want me to? Here, this will help. I can just tell you what you have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here, give me your sheet.
$50.
Where are you at right now?
Get 45.
I just did the health and willpower, nothing else.
Health, willpower. Okay. We'll do your attributes. Okay, intelligence 2.
That's 2 extra dots colored in, or just? That's
Oh,
just
sorry. No, just 2 total.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's all right. I'm like,
Yeah, that's $50. About 45 each. 2 total wits, 2 total resolve,
oh, he killed the.
4 total strength. You strong bastard. 4 total strength. That's just the 1 dot of dexterity, right?
Yeah, I erased that.
3 total dots of stamina. I think that's why you got more stamina.
Why are you making a new sheet?
He's not making a
wanted
sheet.
me
He's copying
to-
to the infected one.
Oh.
Yeah, he wanted my stats on this.
Yeah, he hasn't done it yet. 4 total dots of presence. And then just the 1 dot of manipulation. So 2 total composure.
Okay.
All right, working on skills. On your crafts, you have a specialty in automobiles. And you have 3 dots in crafts. Survivalist. 1 medicine. -5 and some. No. 2 total athletics on physical. Brawling, you have a specialty in unarmed fighting. And 3 dots of brawl. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Alright, unarmed fighting, 3 dots. Okay, drive, 1. Firearms, 1.
Okay.
Somebody wants physical. 1 dot in stealth? Really?
It saved me, I thought.
Yeah, it did. 3 dots in survival. Alright, down to social. You have 2 dots in animal kin.
Okay.
1 in empathy. And then for intimidation.
And then 0s in fun skill.
Are these starting?
So 1 dot in empathy.
Okay.
All
You
the
have
first
a-
dots are full.
You have a specialty in intimidation for stare downs.
It's called stare downs.
Yes.
I guess I'll just wait and do my shit.
Yes, it always starts like that.
Thank you, Richard, for answering my question.
3 dots of intimidation. 1 dot of persuasion. Okay, you said you got your health and willpower already?
Yep.
Your morality is 7. Alright, merits. Outdoor man. And that's 2 dots. And then you have striking looks. And that's 2 dots. Is that crafter sense? The third one?
Wow. Yeah, I think that my F is a little bit. Yeah.
Crafter sense. 3 dots.
I think a different word for that.
And then, if you don't already have it done, size is 5. Speed is 10. Initiative mod is 3. Defense is 1.
Okay.
Yeah, your dexterity is low.
And are we doing armor at all? So
right
would it be
now,
1?
I can't remember at the end of the thing what I gave those guys, because the stats are actually on my other computer. I forgot to transfer that over. But they were wearing full tack gear, so we'll say
Maybe 1 and some clothes.
you'll get we'll say 2, 3. So that means to put on armor, put 2/2/3. What that means is if someone hits you in melee, you get 2 armor. But if someone goes to shoot you, they have 3.
So can I just put crafting sense or something for that one?
You could put that, yeah. What does it say? Crafter sense? Yeah. It's probably something Richard looked up. I
think so. We'll check those out later. I want to actually go through my characters later on and look at them. Fix that stuff so I haven't written
I'm gonna
down.
listen to the character creation one again whenever I get back to it.
I didn't write that down last time. Y'all remember if we went ahead and added our XP we earned at the end of the game?
Last game I actually didn't give y'all XP.
Okay. Maybe that's what it was. 'Cause
Uh,
I'm pretty sure I wrote everything
I
down.
don't think you have any. I was gonna look. It don't look like the merits are on the back.
Yeah.
I thought you wrote maybe the definitions. Yeah.
How much more you got left, Justin?
Oh, I'm just doing the skills now. I remember I had larceny and drive. Might have had more drive, but I'm not sure.
I think you're done, Ginger.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hold on to that for your backstory or whatever if you want.
I'm going to do some things later on in my folder. I'm going to show you those stuff later on. But
Okay.
What was speed again, real quick?
Speed. It's on the bottom of your sheet actually. Should be.
Strength plus dexterity plus 5. Or what's
It gets
that?
crazy whenever you do celerity, but the regular speed is easy.
Humanity, what are you starting us off at?
7. You're just normal guys.
I'm a thief. Health. Stamina plus 5.
I'm just writing a few short things while he's doing that.
You're good.
I'm ready though.
You don't happen to remember my last name, do you?
I don't.
It might be in the drop.
When you said your last name, Yeah, when you said your last name on one of the videos, like you said Sean, and I said William Scott. That's all. But I think it's Sean Hayes or something. But that might be an actual actor.
Yeah, that's an actor. Actually. Sean's. No, it just says Sean's Thirst for Adventure. Oh, it's not a big deal. That's horrible.
What did was that last one? Oh, I was doing this. I didn't hear you. That's right. That's right.
Okay. I did attributes, skills. I did my health, my willpower, my size, speed, and defense.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember my specialties. I think one was in driving.
I think you did have something in driving, but I can't
I'm
remember
not
what.
worried about it.
All right.
I'm not driving right now anyway. Maybe later.
Immediately get put into a driving scenario.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're running down the hallway and you instantly teleport.
No, he instantly jumps on a moped or something that's left in there, or a bicycle. Do you jump on the bicycle? Sure. What's your drive? What's that? Do you have a specialty in bicycling? No. Then you fall off your bike and get bitten by a zombie. Turn in your sheep. That's what you get for not bringing your sheep. Okay, so you're done with your sheet? You said you remember most of your stuff, if not all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if
I
mine
know
is correct, but
most
I
of the
just
stuff I'll
remade
probably
it.
Okay.
I don't even know if mine's the same. I just remade it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I didn't even think about them being in there. I looked at my folders, and that's where I thought I would have put them. I forgot Richard.
That's where I figured yours was.
Yeah, I forgot. Now that I think about it, Richard gave me the folders because they had the infector, and the new world darkness sheets in there. So that's probably why I put them in there.
Yeah, and I only brought them in the one FedEx thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I gave
Well.
it to you.
Yeah. All right.
What are you gonna go to sleep?
Yeah. Don't
You're
go to
gonna lay
sleep.
down and you're gonna get a. He's gone.
Okay.
Lost cause. My back, please.
Mm-hmm. The only thing we really use in these is
Yeah.
one,
Justin, when you get back up, could you give me
He
tea?
said you should have two.
I can't.
One will have like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Ginger, since I can't use my elder dice because I don't feel like it fits, but you for some reason feel like wanting to use different dice. If you want extra, like instead of the two you have, if there's rolling 1s or 10s and you want to grab 2 more, go at it.
Alright, cool.
They're in the that plastic container.
Is it this one? It's like 10 to 100 or something?
Yeah, that's the percentage die, but we can use that as a D10. It's fine. No, go ahead, grab it
Okay.
if you need it. All right. This is open for anyone who wants to use it.
Okay.
The table last time was a lot smaller, so this made sense.
What?
The dice tray.
The dice that I grabbed is too similar to Jordan's dice.
What, the blue? I'm using the blue dice. I'm using these dice.
Yeah, that one. It looked like too much like those. So I am grabbing my new dice.
I thought that was
Roll till it disappoints
Unless
you.
I've already picked out
Those
the
look
dice.
like mine, huh? Those blue dice? Are those,
Yeah, I had mine first.
I just saw a dice.
The way you use
No. No, that's the only set I have a bunch of D10s with.
it.
That's the only set I have a bunch of D10s with. It was all D10s with that. Everything else is like 2 here, 2 there.
okay.
Other than these, I only have 6 D10s.
So use by your foot.
That popped up on the mic.
It's called Shadow Gold.
Yeah, Justin, could you, when you're
I'm
done,
still game.
give me ice?
I remember.
Me too.
I wanted to change my dice before. I forgot.
Oh, yeah. There's the stuff up there. I forgot to tell you that.
You're good. I'm just filling that out while I'm waiting.
I think I had Barrett's.
That'd be funny. We're playing Star Wars and you bust out that dice. We're like, what the hell just happened? Oh, the Rain Corps appeared.
Whenever I roll
He
it, I
smelled
throw it
that.
at your head. Oh, just 3 lethal damage. And you have a concussion.
It's actually... Oh, sorry. I think Ginger put it on the ground.
Richard's
Yeah, I
like
moved
this.
it.
He grabs a handful and he's like,
Did you ever decide a
You are
faction or group
hurt.
name for this one?
19.
Group name, just do countdown.
Same as the Chronicle.
Oh, that is the Chronicle, you're right.
I mean, if not, I can leave it
Actually, I
blank
think
for
the
now.
Chronicle would be World of Darkness, and the group name
Join
is...
on the T, but then it's
Countdown.
right next to
Okay, I can do that.
I got caught on the cutting board. Why didn't you just
I didn't know it was right there.
But even if it was right there, why didn't you just
He was up.
do it over here?
At the time, he was holding up game, so I was just like, fuck, if you're up anyway, give me the shit.
half the time I'm holding up game because you are asking me to do something.
You
It's
have a
like
faction
literally
yet?
about to be my turn. And he's like,
You're a
"Can you go
human."
do this?"
Hey, Jesse, since it's your turn, can you go? Your turn and feed that.
Okay. So you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, he's definitely ready. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. This is interesting. Richard does have a point when he was talking about this in Star Wars. There is a little bit of that. How do I start? Stage fright type thing. But so it has been not quite a year. It's been, that'll be in about like a couple weeks since we last played. Pretty damn close. Yeah. Took a long time. Anyway, so we can do a little bit of recap. I have a little bit here, but so last time on Countdown. Oh, it's Justin during the game. Last time on Countdown, you all in different ways went to a terminal in Kentucky, I believe, and was getting off of a flight, taking a flight. I remember, he's deep throwing right now. I remember you were going, Riley was going on a Thanksgiving, going to his family for Thanksgiving. You were going with one of your friends and coworkers to work a new job as more of like I think a relocation. I don't think we ever figured out what that was, but as a lumberjack. Yeah. And not quite sure what Sean was doing.
It was.
I think you were visiting Jeff's family.
I think that's what we.
Okay.
Because I said something about his mom.
Yeah.
So parents can meet his new,
Yeah. Well,
my name.
well, y'all did y'all's little stuff.
PCs too.
Y'all did y'all's little stuff as y'all went around the airport, and you got drunk. Riley actually managed to get one over the bartender and get at least one or two drinks, and then went and got pizza and kept stealing pepperoni off of his friend Maya's pizza. And him and his Sean and Jeff, all they did was watch a slasher film, and then all of a sudden they go off because they saw a. Are you listening?
Yeah.
A guy wearing a hospital gown. They go to, after questioning security, they go to follow, and they leave, and they follow him for a while. Meanwhile, a bunch of tactical whatever guys came in, knocked out some security guards, and started taking people hostage. Riley was one of them. After accusing them of, well, actually asking them if they had, if they liked it, or did you find what you were looking for when they were searching him, they elbowed him in the face, took both of Maya's phones, and Riley's was down in his shoe, and everybody's hands were zip tied behind their back. Then Mr. Red and Pike left to go escape. But after encountering a few things, you encountered some people that had shot someone, and you noticed them putting clothes in a bag. Weren't quite seeing what happened there. And then you saw that they put out a bomb. Then you investigated an exit. You're going to sleep. You investigated the exits. After seeing at least one exit, you saw that there was a bomb there too. And meanwhile, Riley sees that the police have arrived, and and the leader of this group, identified himself as Rorschach and was wearing an ink block mask. And the only other name that Riley got, or at least could have heard, I don't remember if he heard it or not, honestly, was Royce. But Seeley, that's his. He has a right-hand man named Royce. And
Yeah, I don't think I heard that because I think I was in a different area.
I think you're just too far away, honestly.
Well, I'm in the waiting area for the planes.
Yeah.
I believe they were near the entrance because they shot people.
Yeah.
So that the cops would come in.
Yeah, they have bombs on the building, on the doors and stuff, but they also they said let someone out, and they just shot a little girl right in front of them, and then a guy flipped out, which was obviously her dad. While that was going on, Riley managed to get his arms from behind his back into his lap. I think Richard, you were going to snap it, but there wasn't enough time. I believe that's what happened. I don't think you were reaching for your phone. I thought you were.
I was bringing it under.
Yeah.
You didn't listen to it.
I did. I have been listening to it, but there's I fall asleep after a certain point. Then Mr. Sean and Jeff and they finally encounter the patient, and he's locked up in a room and scared about people chasing him, and he explains that everyone that was in where he was in the hospital were killed, and they followed him there. Somebody breaks in, but the combination of both Sean and Jeff, they managed to temporarily subdue one of the guys, but he immediately goes for his gun and they run. The patient took off, and it was in front of them. He ran past them once.
Did the patient bite someone?
Yeah, I'm getting to it.
Okay, I thought that happened at that point.
No, they both run. I mean, they ran through them once the guy fell down, and then they see him turn the corner, and they follow him for a little bit more. And then they all meet up once dude calms down a bit. And they meet. He's starting to get weak. They meet up in one of the rail cars. Sean had been going over an area where they kind of have a little railway system. And there was one that was actually there. And they started wanting to go in there because they noticed some things were wrong. Sean had been noticing that the whole time. He said, there's something off. Nobody's here. And then he saw the terrorist or whatever. And then he...
You're the one that saw all the zombies.
And then he...
have not.
Then he goes... Yeah. And then he goes in. They go into this car. And then that's when the patient faints. And they notice that, he's, real weak. Then all of a sudden, one of those guys comes in and checks while he has the gun on them. Because they were trying to sneak up on him, didn't happen. And he finds out that he goes, yeah, he's dead. And then the Rorschach told him to take care of it. Well, one of them goes to do something. So he goes to Justin. No. Don't fall asleep. I saw your eyes. And he goes to shoot. What?
Just listening.
Get some Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Absorbing it.
And, well, they go to shoot, but the patient had died, but come to find out, rises up and starts shambling towards them. Thoughts were maybe that he was going to go help them, but then he bit. The guy went to turn around, and I think I made it where he wasn't an auto fail, but he didn't make a success. So he turned around, but he bit him on the neck. And that's where that was left off. Red made it through an area where there was a couple of guys, subdued them. You broke one of their necks. And took their stuff with their guns and everything. And you had someone with you, a girl. Y'all went down the luggage area and walked into another terminal and was hearing, people moving around. But something was weird. And as you went in there, you noticed nobody was talking, and all of a sudden you see just bodies everywhere. There's blood. And then, yeah.
Question. They saw them because they made either a lot of noise or one of them said, what the fuck, or...
Yeah, that's right when I was about to say it. So they raise up because they were alerted. I think it was the girl behind y'all that actually said something. She screamed or something. And one of them raises up, and then as some start to get up, you see some start to walk towards you while a couple or a few others start running towards you. With kind of a pretty all on the same page type thing, y'all booked it out of there. Came back the way y'all did. I think y'all clotheslined or punched one of the guys and ran across two other of those guys and told them what was going on. And they told you to go back to Rorschach, back in Hangar A and get over there. So that's pretty much where we left off. So, yeah. Just brief overview, just in case you got Huh?
I think I did snap the thing because I do remember putting my hand back behind my back.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna fall asleep?
No. Just laying right here because it hurts to sit down on that chair. I'm gonna come back in a second.
All right. Okay, well, I think I was going to do this anyway because of how it was left with Sean. It's going to him first. All right, so we'll pick back up with Red. No, I told Ginger it'd be funny if we never come back to Sean. So we come back to Sean.
So the last thing I see is the patient who's been declared dead get up, and I noticed that he looked weird, right? He looked...
Y'all, no, actually what it looked like at first, if I remember right, it looked like he was just getting up, and it looked like he was... The way he got up and the position y'all were in, the assumption could be made that he was doing a last valiant effort to... Because, to be fair, what you could kind of gather, these guys were the ones who shot up everyone at the hospital. So it's possible was doing a last valiant effort to save y'all and try and get this, to make sure these guys don't hurt anyone else. That was kind of the assumption that could be taken, but then all doubt was out the window when he bit him. Well, not all doubt, but some doubt, because that was weird. And some of the terminology they were using, they said, make sure, I don't have the exact dialogue here, but he said, they heard over it, take care of it. Make sure there are no witnesses. But the guy specifically said over the thing to kill the dead person, make sure the dead person shoot them first. That was weird. But, y'all, it come to it where both you and Jeff see this guy get bit. And he's, being, like, his throat torn up.
Alright, so I guess...
And he falls.
Okay, so...
And as y'all are, what just happens?
So he has a gun.
The guy that went down, yeah, I think Jeff had one actually, but he the guy made him put it down. I think he kicked it over to him and he picked it up. So the guy has both the guns.
So when he got bit, he dropped the gun.
Yes. And what's going on is after bites that guy and he falls, you just see the guy that I don't remember if he gave you his name. You see blood, all the thick, chunky blood just running down his thing, with meat just sliding down, and then he goes you see the kind of no really alertness really in his eyes, and he kind of just goes and then starts shambling towards y'all.
So the guy dropped his guns, is nowhere near us.
He's actually past the zombie now because he fell this way because he was this way on y'all, and then the zombie came from behind him, bit him on the neck, and he fell back.
Okay.
Because the zombie's and then just because he sees y'all and he just kind of.
Alright, Jeff is the sci-fi guy. I remember. Nerdy sci-fi.
Yeah, so it is fair. Yeah, so he's
And I have that knowledge as well, I remember now. Because we watched it.
It can't be. No.
Yeah, because I watched it too, so I'm like,
It can't be. No.
Stop. Stop. Stay still. Stop coming towards us. Okay, yeah, this isn't right. Alright, so we back off of the train.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's, and we kind of go towards the other side.
Okay. You notice he's, okay. Which way are you leaving?
I'm trying to figure out, because I want to try to go back around where he's not on the train, but we are. But I want to grab the gun.
Okay. All right. So, as he's heading toward you, which way do you head out?
I back out the closest entrance
Just-
to us that's away from him.
Okay, so left or right? Like you go either. You can leave out the this way to go on this. I mean, they're kind of identical. Just
Okay, so left, I guess.
okay. So you, if you start, so it starts shambling towards you, and Jeff's like, no, it can't be. It can't be. No, it's not real. It's not. And then you start heading out towards the left side. Jeff follows your lead because you.
Yeah, and I'm like, Jeff, this is weird, but we gotta keep level head, whether it's real or not. He just killed somebody by biting them, and he's going after us.
Okay, so you try to go back around.
Yeah, which I have.
Do a Dex Athletics just to make sure you don't fall. That's a 1.
That's a 4, but I dropped it. So let me. 5. Dex Athletics. Yes, 1 success.
Okay, so you don't fall. Let's make sure Jeff doesn't fall.
Holding on to
Still want to make sure he doesn't fall.
it.
Okay, he is very nimble at this moment. Roll critical. Okay, so Jeff he's actually really close. You would think he'd be actually running into you, but no, he's like just good. He's almost guiding you. So you run. So you jump down onto the rails and then you got, go ahead and do.
If you want, you can use that other chair out there, the black chair.
And as you try to make your way back across, I'm not going to make you roll again. You hear the doors shut.
On the train?
Yeah, there's like I think it was like automatic doors.
Okay.
Either that or it was a closed-out door. Well, whatever. We'll just say for now because I don't remember. It was just a normal door that you opened.
Okay. It's shut. The doors
No,
are on the train.
it's a train car. No, it's automatic doors because that's how that works.
So the doors automatically shut.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear it shut. It might be wrong. I can always retcon it, but you hear the doors. You hear the door shut. Mr. Jeff is actually the observant one. After hearing that, he's like, and he goes, yeah, he pulls off both things. He's like, it's following us. It's outside. It's coming the way we came. We should hurry.
Yeah, so we go back.
Okay, it very clearly you hear because it's quiet here.
Shuffling.
You hear the little weird. You hear a step. You hear a step. You hear. Yeah, and then you hear. And all of a sudden you hear and you are you going into the train?
So it just fell out of the train.
While you're going, it fell onto like off the step. It actually, like there's a little step down, it fell.
Okay.
That's what you gather. You're smart enough to figure that out.
So we're on the other side.
Because you almost stumbled there.
So we're on the other side.
You're in the train.
We're in the train now. Okay, so grab the guns.
All right. So you're going towards that guy.
Where the guns in relation?
They were right near the guy.
Okay.
The one like so what happened when he got bit, he was holding one and he had the other one in here, right? The one that he grabbed from Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah. And as he got bit and then got thrown back, that one, the big one that he was holding, got thrown back. So that one is behind him. So you have to go past him to get it. The other one's on him.
How much room?
I mean it's not bad because there's nobody in the car except him.
Okay, so I guess.
I mean, his body's in the middle of the, pretty much.
That's athletic. I'm gonna try to keep as much space between him and me while going fast.
Okay, and you go ahead.
I'm gonna go grab the gun that's not on him.
Okay, it's a 5.
Okay. And so that is 1 success.
Okay, you hear as you get closer, you hear. Like what it sounds like it's coming from his pocket.
Okay. So I get past him.
As you get close. You know, like that feedback.
Okay.
You're hearing like a feedback loop.
Okay.
And you hear because you hear like you know through you hear something through it, but you can't make it out because of the feedback loop. But you're going to get the nothing. You don't see anything yet as you go. Jeff's be careful, you know, and he's staying back right now.
So I'm grabbing the gun.
It looks like a gun.
And he's bled a lot, right?
Yeah, there's a you do notice. Yeah, you actually let's do this. As you're going past him, are you walking or are you like kind of like hunkered down so the zombie can't shoot you? I mean, how are you walking in the car?
I'm just gonna go quicker.
Yeah, like a Gears run or like a like where you're kind of
Yeah, Gears run. Yeah.
okay. If you're doing that, you did good. You did do a 1 success. You do see what?
Said I stole Jeff's heart.
Yeah, you start to see that it looked like you would have slipped in his blood. There's a pretty big puddle because it looked like it ripped like a vein or something. Yeah, like an artery. You know, it's the carotid artery, but I don't know if you have any medicine.
I think I did, but
you do know though there is something. It's the neck, and there's something there that you just don't know what it's called. But it does look like it caught a vein or something, and there's a lot of blood. You look like as you're going past, it looked like you would have almost slipped in it, but because you made a success, you get past it. You notice as you go to pick up the gun, which is kind of heavy actually, because it's not a little pistol. It's I think I called them it was like a Mac 10 or something. I think I gave them actually AR-15s or something. But anyway, it's an assault rifle. It's heavy. Like it feels like you picked up a large dumbbell that's long. And you notice the feedback stops. And I'm just giving these to you because it's quiet as fuck. And you hear, "Everyone, watch your back. They've turned into a horde." That's it.
Okay, well, once I have the gun, I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
Okay. Roll. That's Dex Firearms.
Okay, thank you.
And the weapon's going to be, let's say, a plus, because it's, there's plus 4.
Hold on. Countdown.
I jump over a chair and I attack Justin. 2 successes. Weird now.
Oh, actually, we'll say for now there's a scope on it. If you don't use the scope, because you didn't think of it, you're trying to do it fast, it's only a plus 3. But you will notice when you shoot, it's a burst.
Okay. And
It's like
then, what's the kind of gun is it again?
For now, we'll say AR-15. I think I have it as a different one. We'll change it to that later.
You also said it was something else.
Yeah. Well, that's the one I think it might be a MAC-10. No, it's on my other computer. That's why I wrote down all their stats and what gear they had.
Okay. So
Oh, yeah, they have a
it'll be plus
backpack and a
3,
duffel bag
so
on them.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, he's, as far as you can tell, dead. So I mean, you shoot him. With 2 successes, you shoot him with a couple of the. We'll say for now a 5-round burst. A couple pop off in the head. His head just.
Okay.
But you at that point, you're like, okay, it's loud. You just shot it off, in a enclosed space, so your ears are going to be ringing a little bit. Jeff is even, but he's like, you can't hear him. He's like,
Yeah, I tell him to grab the gun. I'm like, grab the gun.
he's like,
I grab the gun and hand it to him.
yeah, he takes it.
Alright, and then I will try booking it.
Let me write these real quick. Let me write this stuff down. Actually, I'm going to do it on scratch paper because I don't want to open up another window. Alright, so right now, for my edification,
Steve, your turn.
Do you remember the Wi-Fi password? I don't know.
it's guest
No,
blank
no,
access.
No, not that.
What's it? AR 15
I think just try to turn on
plus
my
3
eye. What are you-
plus 4 if using.
That looks like
Hey, you got heartburn or something?
One second. Okay, and Jeff has.
You, Jeff?
Oh, if you want to know Justin, remember his name's Jeff Mason.
Jeff Mason.
Yeah. We'll say he has a plus 2. Like pistol. It's like a Glock or something. Hold on. Alright.
my mom doesn't interest you at all because she's all about shit.
Okay, so you give the pistol to Jeff. He's like, he puts it. He goes to put it in his side pocket, and he puts it in his back pocket.
Okay. Sorry. So
Just
now
do that on not on your
we,
turn.
go to the front of the train,
Okay.
and I'm gonna start driving. What?
I'm listening to you. Fuck.
You're shaking your head like this. So we're gonna go to the front of the train, and I'm gonna start driving it.
Yeah, I think y'all had gotten it started before the thing had happened. If not, do a computer roll or something. Drive roll. Do a drive roll. Do wits and drive. Yeah, this isn't a...
Okay, one success.
Okay. So, I'm going to say you probably haven't done anything with a bus before. Any kind of train, nothing. But you've driven lots of vehicles, even big rig maybe, something bigger. So you're just like, you figured out. It's not like you're fucking flying or something. So you actually get it started. You realize that all you have to do is hit a few levers and just like turn the key that's already in there.
Sweet.
And it gets going. It's not moving though. It started.
Not moving. Sir, where is it?
1 second. Actually, before you do that. All right, yeah. While you're doing that, I'm giving you this because this is one of his this is his like dominant trait. While you're doing that, he's looking behind him and he sees. Actually, no, I'm gonna make him do this. He was looking around, and you see him do this all of a sudden as he's looking around, and he was gonna say something, and then he goes, "Go!" And you hear the door open.
Yeah, see, what I was going to say is I was going to look for a way to figure out how to lock those doors.
Okay.
But I guess instead I will go. So, what do I need to do to figure out how to go then?
Do, for now,
Can I just use this roll?
let me see your sheet.
Oh.
Or actually, no.
I've got that spare. You want spare?
No. I just need a sheet. I have plenty. That's why I said no. I don't need his sheet. I just need a sheet. Just do a wits investigation real quick.
Okay. That was a success, but I'll roll again.
So what ends up happening is you're Sean. As you're looking around, you're like looking, you're trying to find the way to go, and when you hear the doors go off and him shout go, when he yelled go, you accidentally honked the horn, like hit the little thing, and then you start hearing the shuffling. And
Okay, so I will, I guess, ask Jeff to look for it. And I will, can I see him?
y'all are in the front right now. You can't really see anything. It has those, you'd have to open the door. It has that little divider.
Is there a way to lock
Jeff
it?
shut that shit when y'all got in.
So is it locked?
He probably locked it, but I mean, if you want to get it out of the car, that's up to you. I mean, you have a gun.
Yeah.
If you telling Jeff to look for it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. While you're doing that, what are you doing?
I'm going to, so I can't see it.
You could see there's a window. How long are you looking through the window before doing anything? This is important, Justin. Needs to get closer. Dude, are you gonna do something? Or you're gonna just sit there?
How big is the train?
If I remember last time, it's just a small interterminal train.
Okay. I'm not going to unlock that sliding.
You gotta just leave it on there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just gonna do nothing?
I'll open the door and shoot it.
All right. When you open the door, Jeff, immediately when you open the door, you don't see it yet, but you hear it, and it sounds like it's because you have kind of like the little, kind of like the space, like that little private area almost where it's just nothing, and then to the open cabin. You don't hear it, but it's more like it sounds like to the right around the corner. But after you open the door, Jeff says, "I found the manual." Okay. He says he's like he's gonna look for it. He says, "Take care of it or lock the door." And he's gonna. Oh yeah, he found it, but he's not gonna just go. Yeah. Give him at least fucking 30 seconds.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. With the 10, I'll give it where you can get. You walk up. You manage to locate where it's at. So that means you can move to shoot it, but it's up to you how you're going to do that. I'm not telling you that you moved into sight with it, but you can move without it just all of a sudden being on you. Because you know where it's at. And it's not like, oh shit, is it over here, over here? You know where it's at, so just tell me what you're doing.
I'll move to shoot it.
Huh?
I'll move to shoot it.
Yeah, I said how?
Oh, I walk with my gun raised, I guess, to the...
Oh, so you're doing that lean?
Yeah, it would...
Okay, as you go to lean, you see that the zombie, the former patient, looks like one of the windows was open. I'm giving you this because of all the 10s, honestly. One of the windows was open, so it thought the horn was, it was louder from the outside. So it went to move, realized that was nobody was there, and then it got caught on a bench. One of the areas where people could sit down, so it's trying to get back to you. Okay. So you have a pretty good shot if you're going to take it. Yeah. Go to shoot. The 10 was you getting, making sure that nothing bad happened.
7.
Yeah, that's a success.
I will use
the scope. The scope only gets a +1 if you're switched to the single round. It's looking at it, you think it's for long range.
Okay, well then I won't do that then.
Okay.
But it's still 3 successes.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so zombie takes 3 lethal and it starts heading toward you. Meanwhile, Jeff says, "I think I found the right chapter. Give me a... You okay? Give me a second. You okay?"
Yeah.
Shot.
I shot it, but it's heading towards me. I'm okay.
Okay. Hurry up. It's still heading towards you. You gonna shoot it again?
No, looking at the scope, you would think it's for long range. No shit.
He said he was gonna look through the scope, so I told him that's what it does.
3 successes again.
Okay. Okay, it's at that point it stumbles, and it's the zombie can no longer the former patient can no longer walk, but unfortunately that actually helps it start getting closer to you as it's crawling. It's no longer hung up, so it's starting to crawl towards you. It literally fell over the luggage or something that was in the way. So yeah, it's starting to crawl towards you, yelling for Biddy. It wants Biddy. Biddy makes it strong. Oh, Jeff says I found it.
4 successes because I rolled a 10.
All right, you shoot it directly in the head. Its brains blow out its back of its head. I think that was enough to kill it.
Back.
That's why it's the back of its head. Actually, no. Sorry. It has a little bit more health than that. But you seriously fucked up. Jeff says he found it. It's the lever to like on the lower left side or some shit.
Unless it has armor, 3 successes.
Okay, so that's 3, 3, 4, 3. All right, so let's see. Yeah, it's on its last legs.
It's too strong.
Well, yeah, think the person size 5, they're gonna have decent
I don't
health.
have that much health.
Well, I mean, you're doing
Yeah.
lethal, so it's gonna roll over.
That's a lot lower. That's 2 successes.
Yeah, it's dead. All right, so it's dead. It doesn't look like it's moving anymore. Jeff, you hear some more, like sounds like shouting or something from the radio, but the zombie's dead and Jeff's calling, saying, "Hey, you all right? We need to go. Probably need to reload." Which
I'll go search that guy real quick.
okay,
See if he has-
you find actually about 5 fucking clips. These guys were prepared.
5 clips of how much ammo?
It's enough for just a full clip, so we'll say like 24 rounds in each because it's burst. It's shooting off like 2-3 rounds per thing. So it looks like you get about 8 shots per mag when you're using the burst.
Okay. So I used one. Said 8 per one.
Said 8 shots
Then I should have
per
had
mag, so that
If you have on burst.
Oh,
Yeah, so that
8
means-
shots. I thought you were saying 8 ammo.
sort of
Okay.
saying 24 rounds per clip.
Mhm.
That's what you're saying?
Alright.
So it's 5 clips.
Alright.
Yeah. I just I'll write that down.
Like I said, the stats of the gun may change. So it's 5 clips.
Even though it's on his turn, can I ask a question about the guns real quick?
Yeah. What's up?
As far as
What do you mean?
the reloading goes, is there a certain time frame we have or turn basis?
When you have to reload, it takes up your turn.
So I'm going to reload now.
In
What about
combat.
as far as if you want to switch
5 times?
from
Switch weapon?
like for example, like with him, or that's a good one too, switching weapons, or as far as switching from burst to single fire.
For that I would say it takes his reflexive action, which is not that bad.
So if I wanted to, I could switch from burst to single and fire the
Yeah.
same.
You just can't shoot, switch, shoot in the same turn.
Yeah.
It'd be shoot, switch, or switch, shoot.
Okay. So you get clips. Jeff asks if you found any pistol ammo. He also says we need to go.
Yeah, did I?
You kind of maybe thought you got it all, but there was like one.
One clip.
Yeah.
1 round.
I hand it to him.
Okay.
Let's get out of fucking. Lock
Okay.
doors back.
Yeah. You in the time frame that you're doing, it looks like you didn't you didn't lock the things, but you locked the door behind. Huh?
I have a question. Are we doing reasonable? What's it called? Inventory.
Probably yeah.
Okay, because I mean, other than him, he would with all the clips, he'd kind of have to be carrying the clips like this.
Yeah. For now, well, if he wanted to, he could grab one of the guy's bags. They have a bag and a duffel
He didn't
bag.
say that he did.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I'm asking if it's going to be reasonable or is it going to be like Vampire, where we just have.
No, that's actually a good idea. It
So it's
should be
realistic?
reasonable. Yeah.
Alright, so I'll have a backpack.
Yeah. Are you gonna just grab it, or are you gonna look inside?
I'll look inside.
As you look inside, you see that there's gear, a few things like gear, like looks like spare antenna things. It looks like something big, it looks like something was the way that the bag is displaced, because there's stuff like kind of packed around. It looks like there was something in there, but it's out now. As far as it looks like just little things like parts for their radios, parts for something else. There's another headset. But yeah, you see there's like a little side pockets and stuff. It's pretty cool, like backpack. You'll definitely be able to fit all 5 in there.
Alright, I'll take that.
You gonna dump all that shit out or leave it, or
No,
bring it with
leave
you?
it in there for now.
Okay. So now you have a backpack on your back. Now you're going to school. All right. So you lock the door. You didn't have time to figure out how to lock the other doors, but Jeff tells you where the thing is, how to go. Oh, he's writing his inventory.
Do we have a? Is it going by, in theory, by weight for the capacity, or is it by?
Yeah, I was just about to say those 7 clips are going to be close to 50.
I would say that more. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of weight, but mainly
More
what y'all have to worry
items.
about is space.
Okay.
Honestly, strength will be most of the time like you with 4 strength. If you got fucking rebar in your backpack, you'll be fine.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just.
I'm glad because it gives me ideas of things to ask later.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if it's your turn.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay, bitch. Yeah.
I tell you what, right there, son.
Alright, so, we're taking off.
All right. So you hit the lever or push the lever or whatever. Okay, you immediately feel the train to start to pick up speed. It's going pretty fast. I didn't actually think of this section. Of actually of you driving it, even though I was going to plan on it earlier. And you drive through and you start to see, it has the whole turn and everything, and you start to see where it says,
Terminal.
where you can switch, where you can go to one side or the other. It says for D or A. fell asleep. He fell asleep. So he's in bed and you're falling asleep.
Sorry.
I'm not lying.
Get some chips.
No, I'm saying you are in a comfy bed and he's sitting
Get
here.
you something spicy.
And it's actually your turn. You should not be falling asleep.
I know.
No.
Those are his.
I was looking. I was looking at it. Not here.
I did actually. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work.
I would have wanted to start it earlier because of him, and I know Richard likes to go to bed a little bit earlier, but I knew you needed to make your chili, so the best time would have been me to run it then.
That's why I try keeping it as close to that time frame
That's
as
fine.
possible.
I'm fine. I'm just, it's gotta be a struggle just to, when you're not doing anything.
Yeah, when you're not doing.
Luckily with Justin, I can sit here and make fun.
Yeah, when it's not your turn. I know. Okay. You start to see where it goes where it says, where it starts as you see a sign where it says, this way, Terminal A, or it's flipped for you, but this way, Terminal A, this way, Terminal D, and it does this thing like you're basically going back the way you
And
came.
we were in Terminal A.
You were in Terminal E.
Is there a map?
I have a simple map. I'm not drawing a complex map right now because you're just gonna fall asleep.
Is that the one I saw?
Maybe. It's basically just it connects. I did this so I could put these there, but it goes A to E to D to C to B to A to D, or A B C D. I mean, it's just a big circle. That's why I told y'all before. It's almost like a big circle, making it easy for y'all right now, and myself.
Alright.
It's just not easy for Justin. He doesn't have critical thinking.
Do A.
All
I
right.
may not do D. Because I don't know which one's going to be bad.
All right. So you're gonna go to.
D.
All right. So you said. All right. Okay. As you go, you look and you and Jeff, Jeff's like, which way do you think we should go? And you're like, well, I guess you go to D. Y'all have been there before. It was fine. But it's also the back patch. You just go. Nothing for a while. And then go to... then you start seeing signs that, oh, by the way, sorry. As you go, it does real, like it looks like it's doing a big sharp thing because you're turning around almost. And then you go, making this work in my head. And you go, airports don't work that way. You go to D. And then there's not really stuff. There's like some lights blinking and everything. And then you start to come to where you see signs that talk about ahead. You go C or E. And you're going to want to go C. Or you could just get off at D. That's up. I mean, you're on the train. You don't really want to get off, right? Okay. Also, it says like the exits like in B. Yeah, they're right now. This train exit. You can one of the exits. It says like each terminal you can like get out and leave, but. So you go to C.
I go to E. You said we were at E, right?
You were at E when you started this game.
In the lobby.
This game, no. When we started Countdown, you were in A.
Okay, Hey, what I was asking is, where were we?
A.
A. I would have went to A then.
That's why I wrote it down.
Why what?
I would have went to A then. Because I didn't know about...
I thought you just rolled the dice to see what it landed on. Alright, go to A. Okay. So...
I thought you were saying that we started in E.
I didn't know what you were doing. You were falling asleep. So you go to A. Alright. You take an additional 30 minutes to turn... No. So we'll rewind. And go to A. You do start to see, as you go to A, you're hearing something. You don't know what it is. Roll a perception real quick.
Auto fail.
Okay. Oh, that was lucky for you. I'm not going to make Jeff roll too. That was for you. Alright, so as you go, all of a sudden, because you notice it's a little dimmer here as you go. But then all of a sudden you see something bright, and then all of a sudden the glass shatters. And you hear right next to your ear. And then you see another flash. And you now. Okay. Okay. You were in. You had left a greeting party in the hangar, and you ran back for some reason. He's asleep. You ran back for some reason, and then you meet up with well, for now we'll say the woman was with you. I think you said you've here, real quick, actually, we'll rewind it a bit because I don't want to say what happened. We'll just make sure that this happened. Go ahead and roll. Just roll a. The guy. Okay, this is what happened. As y'all come up, say, why aren't you at your post? Why is she with you? All people should be hostages right now.
In the moment, I look at Pike, and I give him, through my face expression, since he's known me for a while, that I've got an idea.
Okay.
Well, you see there, we were given direct orders from our boss's right-hand man, Royce, to escort this little lady back over here to him immediately, since we found her running around the halls.
Okay.
That's why we're not on our post. We were asked to do a quick sweep, just the two of us.
Okay. And then Pike's like, okay, hold on. What is that?
That is a 9.
Here. Let's roll again. Alright.
Do I need to roll anything to try to persuade him?
Yes. Go ahead.
What am I rolling?
Roll a manipulation persuasion.
Where's persuasion? There it is. Okay.
Richard, you're asleep.
No, I'm not.
Oh, 10. That is 2 successes.
Okay. You rolled a 10?
Yes.
Okay.
So 3, right?
It adds 1, yes.
Okay, so 3 successes.
Okay. So, as you're doing that, as you say that, the guy, there's 2 of them. The guy looks to him, but before they really say anything, Pike chimes in. He goes, "Man, fuck protocol. There's a horde back there." And then they, that's when, and then, unless you say anything, the guy goes, like, the guy goes to say something, goes, and then, hold on, actually, real quick. Pike goes, "Shh, listen," and then that's when they hear almost like a slam, but it's from far away, and they hear like weird noises, but like it sounds like, you know, in the distance that there's a weird echo, but it sounds like something is coming, and they're like, where did y'all come from?" Hangar B.
Hangar B.
Yeah, you say we came from Hangar
I was
B.
going to do a quick recap on something real quick, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, because I do remember that there was at one point we did get guns. Was it just 1 gun, or was it 2 guns?
Y'all both got their guns. I believe that's it.
Was it assault rifles?
That's what they're carrying.
Okay. I'm assuming it's probably the same amount of clip size, or was it smaller?
They all seem to have the same guns. Just
So-
OOC, they all seem to have.
If you don't mind, give me a quick second to write some stuff down real fast.
Okay.
I'll be quick. Just quick, short notes.
No, it's fine.
You said it was 5 clips.
That's if you don't know. I don't remember if you took their bags or not. You might have. You might have taken their bags, but you didn't say you looked in their bags.
No, that's why I was wanting to do a quick recap. I was wanting to see.
I
Is
don't know
there
if
any
you
way
looked
I
in their
can
bags.
do a check on any of that stuff right now? Maybe I can check, see what's in my ammo real quick while we're talking.
I mean, that's gonna be weird. I mean, if he says that, I mean, you could check it real quick because you're like
Because they are
making
talking about
sure.
a horde.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You could see at the very least what's in your clip to make sure you're loaded.
Okay.
Yeah, it's full.
That's cool.
You have 24. I mean, I wouldn't.
If it helps you, sure. I doubt I'm gonna have my gun very much longer.
I wouldn't.
I'm just trying to get a rough
I
estimate.
wouldn't have. I
A
wouldn't.
mental note.
I wouldn't say you know how much is in there, but you do see that it's full.
Okay.
You slap it back in there, and you slap the magazine back in the gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the moment that we came from Hangar B.
And then they go. We'll just say Donald, come in. Anyone, come in.
That's strange.
And he goes, Rorschach, come in. Have y'all heard anything from Hangar B? Yeah, this is. I got it. Yes, sir. I haven't heard any communication from Hangar B. And you say, and who is this? And they say their names. And we'll say, Anders, sir. I'm with Bishop. Coming up with names right now. Yeah. Sorry. I haven't heard anything. Yes, sir. We these
This is nice. No, we
these
got a
guys are
horde
saying
coming.
we have a horde coming. send them to me. Verify, fall back, up. Verify. If affirmative, unleash fire, fall back to this location. Understood? Yes, sir.
Understood.
Everyone, as of this moment, this line must remain clear unless for emergencies.
One last thing I do want to cut you off on real fast. Did we, if you remember correctly, or not, did me and Pike actually pick and take up a bag with us at all?
We'll say for now that y'all at least picked up a backpack with the give y'all ammo and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back and listen to that when I get back, and I'll be able to tell you what actually happened. Because it's been a little while now, I'm not going to give it to you if y'all didn't do it. But for now, we'll say that you at least have it on you just for shits and giggles.
Well, we'll go with I don't have them. We just have the guns.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. I can come across one later on.
Okay. You have at least one clip on you.
Yeah. Does it look like it has a little switch feature?
You're wearing
as well?
their gear and everything too, so I mean they do have stuff on their body. We'll say give yourself a couple clips for the gun. We'll say they have some there.
Maybe 2 clips.
Two. That's what a couple is too.
And if they took the gear, they took the.
Yeah, I don't remember if they did, but for now, we'll say they have a couple clips.
I'd rather just stating it real quick. I would rather not have something now and not lose it later.
Okay.
So that's why I'm gonna go with that.
All right.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So, huh? So, he say, okay, go in there, go back to Terminal A.
Alright.
We'll we'll verify.
Copy that, sir. Thank you.
All right.
How far away are we from the?
You have a little bit of a trek, but now that you're not sneaking around so much,
Is there like a corner me and him can kind of be away from sight to talk real quick? Me and Pike.
yeah, should be.
Okay.
Y'all run. Y'all look at a little bit down, and then y'all head around the corner. I believe there was some
There were
stairs down, but it heads pretty much into the terminal.
Mm-hmm.
But there was stairs, and that would probably be a good spot if you're gonna stop.
Are we out of sight? Or do I need
Definitely.
Okay.
It's around right now where y'all are at, where y'all hid at the corner where those guys, you watch those guys take the clothes off the other guy.
So as we're getting closer, I hold out my hand to Pike for us to stop and looking at him and the girl. So do we want to take her in there with us, or I don't know if they're going to do anything to him. We don't know the situation. Hang back maybe.
I'm not entirely sure. Honestly,
Well,
I don't want to leave her out here. I don't know.
ma'am, do you have any suggestions? Do you want to come with us, or?
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Well, little lady, we're going to be going over into Hangar A. Well, last time we were in there, people that we look like now had a lot of people hostage, tied up, and and I even want to say real quick, did we hear out of character? Did we hear any gunshots? I do not remember that.
What do you mean?
Me and Pike, because there was a gunshot with the little girl. Did me and Pike hear that?
Probably.
Hey, I remember from last time that they opened fire.
Yeah. Back into character. Well, I do remember hearing gunshots coming out from that area. If you don't want to go in there, I understand.
So where should she? Where?
Do we want to stay with her? Maybe find a different route.
Huh?
She wants Pike's
For now.
I mean, honestly, there might be people coming and checking on us. I mean, we could blend in with this, but she definitely needs to go hide somewhere. Maybe that security room we found.
The stairs, they go up, don't they?
Yeah, we found a security room, but it's
I want to say that as we were coming to this hall, whenever we were hightailing it out of there, I want to say that above there's a balcony somewhere where there's more guards. Maybe we can sneak up there and have her hide near us somewhere. I mean, possible take a guard out if need to. Quiet.
You get her up there.
Yeah, hide with us.
So you want to hide?
Well, not necessarily hide, but we can be within sight. Just have her near us.
Okay.
I don't think it would be wise for us to directly go up to Royce and the head leader in that area and have them asking us questions. I don't think that'd be very wise.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get upstairs.
Out of character, do either me or Pike have a walkie-talkie on us?
I don't remember there being a balcony.
Is there not? I could have swore those guards that were up there.
I was going to take that walkie-talkie, but
There was guards around. I don't think there was a balcony.
I could have swore there was. All right, that's fine.
Well, sometimes when you paint a picture, people think of
Seems
different
like it.
things. People think of different things.
And I didn't ask questions like I am this time, so.
What? The best thing I can think of right now is maybe hiding her in a room,
Okay.
and
Well, if our characters do have walkie-talkies, she could keep one and we could keep one.
yeah, that's true. We would have to tell. That's the point where if we do that, Pike would tell her to stay to a different channel.
Yeah.
It looks like these guys, let's say, are using
'Cause
channel.
they are open on their channel.
We're saying these guys are using like channel 7.5. Tell her to use like channel 2, and we'll check it real quick to see if it's clear. Seems to be clear. Listen to it for while we're talking. See if there's any traffic, any talking. At the moment, doesn't seem to be any. So he switches back to 7.5, and he makes that little bit of a plan, and that's it. Then, but yeah, we need to hide her somewhere. I remember there's plenty of rooms.
I look at Pike and he's out. Let's wake him up later. Back in character. Well, Pike, do you have any
No
suggestions? Maybe maybe we can. I want to keep her kind of close to Hangar A, away from
Crash
Hangar
from
B.
the food. Oh, sorry, what?
Well, Pike, is there maybe a room that we can think of that was close by we could take her to?
We
I
were.
don't want to go back towards B.
Could have sworn we got to the security. That's the thing, though. I don't know. It's almost like that might be the safest place for her.
We'll have to go out of character. We'd have to go back
No, yeah.
to those guards, though.
I'm out of character. Pike saying the safest place for her would be in with all those soldiers or whatever.
And
That's what he thinks it might be. But he does say, back in character, I will say that's probably the safest place for you, Miss. I will say for now. She didn't give them her name. But I don't think we should make them aware of you being there. If anything, we can try to maybe, if you can, try and hide somewhere in there. I don't know. There is a bar that we were hiding in for a little bit, but for now, let's. We should probably go.
We we are running out of time. They are bound to catch up. Real quick though, ma'am, before we do try to depart ways and everything, in case because we do want to try to meet back up with you if we can. What's your name?
Shelly. If I gave her a name last time, I'll decide which one. Well, Pike may have asked. I don't know. He said he wasn't gonna fall asleep my ass. He said he wasn't gonna lay down either.
Out of character. That's why I'm actually paying close attention, making notes of nominations and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, back in character. Well, thank you, ma'am. My name, you can just call me Red. This here is my good friend of mine. His name's Pike.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you, Red and Pike.
Oh, yeah.
You're wearing soldier gear, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they saw you. She did see you when y'all were like that, but yeah. She can't. I don't know if I think I made it where.
Because I want
their faces are covered.
I want to say she saw us before we had.
You did, but y'all's faces are kind of covered right now with the gear. But
at least she has names.
Rorschach has an ink blot mask, and Royce isn't wearing a mask.
Okay.
I believe that's what I said. He's a bit stockier than the others. It's possible he's wearing a mask, but for now, I'll have to double check. Anyway, I may change it to where he doesn't wear a mask. We'll see. So, how did we get her in there?
Well, looking around, I want to say this is where we came in from. The only option I see is those doors that we closed behind us. Or you did.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really see another way around it. We're going to have to... I don't remember if there were any kind of windows that we could look through there or not. We'll just have to make our trek back over there and look. If so, maybe we can prop it open, peek or something, see if we can sneak her in.
All right. You want to head down in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you head down the stairs. You get near where the doors are. It does indeed have a window.
Out of character, Pike is sneakier than me, if I remember correctly. I believe I only have a 1.
We'll say he has a 2 for now. Okay, 2 successes. All right, so Pike, he goes, actually what he does, he goes, yes, you have a, and she goes, no. He's looking for like a little compact mirror for makeup, and he was gonna, he just kind of looks up a little bit, kind of up to the side, barely peeking through the corner of the window. He kind of slowly kind of just real quick. Doesn't see anything. It does look like right now. Actually, I need this. Ooh. There is at least one person watching this door.
Is their back turned?
No. One is, one isn't. And then Pike's like, we need to hurry before they come. Yeah? No?
So, the door right on the other side, like not even 5 feet, one's looking at the door, one's looking that way.
I mean, they're further away than that. They're not right near the door, but he saw them. If they're 5 feet from the door, they would see him looking at them. One's looking, definitely kind of looking at the door. But not just the door.
Is there any obstruction
Yeah,
around
there
that
is
will give us cover?
There's some of those random fake plants and stuff nearby. There's like a sign. But Pike does say we need to hurry because there was those soldiers and the horde.
Not to mention I'm running out of time and where to go. I will say that where I'm not having to say it out. The zombies are getting closer.
Well, that's what I was talking about. The horde and the people. The two guys.
Do you think it will be safer going into that hangar no matter what? I will want to...
Just because Pike was worried that if we leave her in any of the rooms, whatever y'all saw would get to her.
Yeah.
There's at least guns in this room. A lot of guns. A lot. That y'all are about to go into.
I do say though, out of character, I want my character to help Shelly understand how to have how to use the walkie-talkie, make sure the volume's down on it.
Okay.
I don't know anything for that, just in case it's too loud.
It kind of comes across.
Okay.
Squawks a couple times.
Okay.
It's kind of loud.
All right.
She didn't get a success.
Can I do anything I can physically lower the volume down to the right volume?
Okay.
Where?
Yeah.
What do you need me to roll?
You don't need to roll.
Okay.
That's fine. With it squawking, that's fine. You rolled it. Okay. Pike's like, we doing this?
Yeah, man. I just want your opinion on something. One, do you just want to go in there and have her as a hostage? Or
I think that's best. We could try and hide her.
Hide her in after we get in somewhere?
Maybe, but I'm guarantee you once these doors open, they're probably going to see us.
Yeah.
We can try to hurry up and set her down where the other people are, so she's not singled out.
All right. Out of character, on the uniforms, is there any kind of identification on us whatsoever to tell who we are? Fuck. All right.
If
And
you
not
say
even
that,
wallets?
if you say that, honestly, Pike's like, I'm not sure if that's good or bad.
I mean, if we're just little henchmen, should be fine. I might try to
It seemed like
do a different voice, kind of cover up my accent.
they did nothing, man. You, that accent comes through no matter
I
what.
can't help it.
Anyway, so we can, but I would recommend one of us talking to anyone that approaches us. The other one, put her over there. Miss, I'm sorry. I think that's your best bet.
Yeah. I hate to say that, but out of the circumstances we have, ma'am, that's our best bet.
Okay. The
I
whole
will
time,
talk to
we'll
them.
say for now, just to save time, that this conversation near the stairs only took about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just because of out of character, in character, out of character.
Yeah, I was just asking questions.
Pike's a quick thinker, so his isn't bad. You're pretty good, so yeah. We'll say it only took about 5 minutes. So Pike's like, okay, you want to talk to the guy? You want me to talk? Okay.
I'll talk.
That's fine.
You're light on your feet.
All right, so all right, remember, walk in like you know what you're doing.
I got a good presence.
All right, and Pike does too. So Pike stands up, grabs her with authority. It looks like he's like, and opens the door and just walks her over. The guy looks at him. What do you do?
Oh, he was pointing to me.
Yeah, he goes. Pike walks out. The guy looks at him and goes to, and he points at, and Pike points to you. And
start making my way to him.
Okay, and he walks her over there and puts her down, and he goes, I pray that this works. Really quietly. Yeah. And he tells her to turn the walkie way down because she's sitting in the middle of a bunch of people, and there's soldiers patrolling. Terrorists patrolling.
Okay.
Because they're looking, some are walking back and forth. Okay. I'm hoping that when it gets to Richard's turns that he actually wakes up. Otherwise, we're going to have to probably stop the game. Yeah. Okay. And I could probably, depending on what happens tomorrow, run the rest of the session after we eat breakfast or something. But maybe Justin will pass out then. I don't know. He passed out pretty hard earlier. All right, so you walk up to a guy?
Yeah.
You walk up to the guy that looked at y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead. This guy, y'all kind of meet up one another. He's like, are you the guy, are y'all both the guys from Hangar B?
Yes, sir. We were the guys from Hangar B. We were coming up here to Hangar A. The two guards that were inside there, they came in on the radio. We were talking with Royce for a little bit, and on our way through to them, we came across someone running around. They weren't supposed to be any back there at all, so brought her in here with the other hostages. That's all. Just doing a quick clean sweep.
So you talked to Royce?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, do we need to? We were just trying to make sure there was nothing else. Just finite detail. They didn't want to leave anything unturned. I mean, if we didn't find her, she could have caused more problems.
Okay. And he goes, kind of leans in real close. He's like, has she been bit?
No. We made sure we did a thorough check. No marks, no...
So why did you leave your post?
Thought we heard something. And sure enough, it was her. She was just trying to, I guess, be...
So did y'all heard some noise and you got spooked? That's why you talk about the horde?
No, on the way back, because I'm referring to when we found her. On the way back, though, we came across a lot of strange noises. Saw the door where the noises were coming from. Went to go look, and there's a good sized horde coming through. So we hauled ass to back in the hangar as quick as we could to notify someone. We weren't getting very good reception over there for some reason, and on our way back, we came across the people over there right inside the hallway for hangar A. Made sure to let Royce and everyone know as quick as possible.
Okay.
But it looks bad. And they're coming.
Okay. Watch this door. I'm going to go. And then he goes to speak to He walks over to where they're kind of like, there's a bunch of them huddled up. Let me double check real quick. Richard.
Was it his turn?
Nah, I'm just making sure he's... Richard!
Richard! Jeez, that's gonna suck.
Okay. So...
I think his blood sugar spiked.
Yeah.
Put that around.
Yeah. Yeah, we normally, when we do our tabletops, it's 12 to 4:30. He bitches about Justin falling asleep. Alright, so...
Maybe we can do the rest of it tomorrow or something.
I'm going to do this a little bit with you left.
Because I'd like to see what else there is.
Dude, I have a lot more left.
Yeah.
It was actually literally about to get to Riley. The reason why I had to do him first is because he hadn't gotten time in a while, and then you was going to bring you back to his location, and there was going to be a little bit with you, and then it was going to be his perspective.
I would imagine Riley needs to... He's got a good portion, I imagine.
Well, yeah, it's going to be his... You're seeing stuff, and then he starts to see weird stuff, yeah. But basically, yeah. Well, the guy had walked over to the thing. He tells you to watch the door. What do you do?
I said I'll go ahead and watch the door. I look around real quick though as I'm watching my surroundings for just a couple seconds.
You do a perception real quick.
I'm wanting to
Wits
see
and
if I
composure.
can. Yeah, wits and composure. 9 plus 2 is 2 is... That's 2 successes.
What's the number?
That is 9 plus 4. That's 13.
Okay. Yeah, that's close. Okay, 2 successes. So with the 2 successes, you see, as you're looking around, first you see, with the first success, you see Shelly. That's kind of, I think, someone you were really looking for. You see Pike on his way over to you, and as you pan around again, you do see a bunch of soldiers in here. You see a dead body, actually, small dead body near the doors. I forgot what I told them to write. There's writing on the windows. You see, because you've seen them before now, you see some blinking lights, and there's bombs on every exit in here. And you also, as you finally go to turn, if you pan your head around, you also see you also see a man walking towards you that has a ink blot mask on.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything to try to keep my composure?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's what's in composure, right? Or is it straight composure?
What's your composure?
2.
Roll composure. Straight composure.
Oh, it's a 10.
Okay, so that's
3 successes.
3 successes. Now, to be fair, if you didn't get a success, you would have been honestly probably just looking like the boss is coming. I wouldn't have really fucked you over on here. If you roll auto fail, it would have been bad. You rolled a 1, basically. It would have been bad. But you rolled a success, you're like, you know why you're here. But you rolled, that's 3. So you're good. You're good. Pike comes up to you. You feel you think it's kind of from that too. As he walks up, you're like, okay, it's coming together. She's fine. And you're like, I've got this. As Rorschach walks towards you. No, I'm joking. Report.
Yes, sir. Right now, I was informed by the guard.
Drop the search. I need information.
Yes, sir. The guard told me to go ahead and watch this door. Nothing to report so far. Haven't heard back from Hangar B to A as far as the horde that's coming that I'm sure you're aware of by now.
I need more information on that. You two were the ones who have seen this.
There is a huge chunk of them. They were coming through the door. They seemed to be pretty quick. And they hadn't bust through, but they looked like that door was not going to last.
Have you not seen runners before?
No, I have not. How?
Okay. He doesn't do this.
What do you say?
Don't speak out of turn. You go back to your post. No. He actually doesn't say that. He says, we believe that the infection can do some different things depending on the individual.
Interesting.
How many?
Well, in my opinion, it looks easily to maybe 30, if not more.
Yes, seems like it's been compromised. Okay.
They sound pissed. It won't be much longer till they get here.
Okay, and let me think. Do I want to do? I almost wanted to switch order, but I think I'm gonna leave that actually in the same order and leave the surprise for tomorrow. No, it's fine. He says, okay.
Have we heard back from the other two?
No. Last I talked to them, they were staying frosty. But I will. Did you get off any? Did you shoot any? Are you
There was no way to.
I thought. Oh, Justin said he thinks you got off shots.
No, I didn't.
I was thinking the joke. I said I did.
Oh,
No, that wasn't me. That was him.
okay. Probably wise, but yeah.
Might be good to take the safety off. I turned my safety on when I came back in here. Thought everything would be fine here.
Take your safety off.
All right.
You know better.
Just got careless.
That's your last warning.
Gotcha. Won't happen
Shut
again.
up. And then he walks away. Oh, by the way,
Oh, well, shoot him.
I do. I want to pop his head.
you are intimidated.
Fuck.
Yes, he. That was a. What is that?
Shit.
That was a. Yes, that is 3 successes. Because he has 5 presence, 5 intimidation. The only thing
Four.
though, yeah, what you have to do is if you roll composure actually real quick. Do that.
Straight composure.
Let's do resolve composure. It should be just composure, but
It was supposed to happen then.
yes.
The auto fail.
And he goes, and you with the auto fail, you're like you start like you're trying to apologize, but you don't say anything, which is probably a good thing. Rationalize it how you want, but huh?
I'm being smart.
Yeah. So you talk to a rent-a-cop. Fuck off.
Huh? No. When he had his gun on me.
When he had his gun on you and the zombie killed the guy that you had to face.
Yeah, exactly.
He broke one of their necks.
Oh.
So anyway, so he walks away, and you are shook actually, because that was, despite what you've seen so far, there was something about him. As you heard his voice over the radio, it was different, of course. It was definitely spoken with authority. But also, just now, it was just different, and it shook you. You weren't as terrified as you were with the zombies, but this is a different kind of, you're pretty intimidated. You're like, this guy probably isn't, to be fucked
He's the
with.
real deal.
Yeah. You're kind of thinking that some of these guys might be, they're trained. This guy's, something maybe a little bit more, So anyway, he walks away. Do you So you're pretty much probably thinking you should do what he said.
Yeah, for
Watch
now.
the doors.
For now, I think they'd be
Pike's
wise.
looking like. Wait, hey, hold on. Pike did a lot better than you. He actually made a success or two. Because we did resolve and composure with that one. We're saying now because you're kind of like why you're here. So he's a little bit more steady than you are, and he puts a, kind of like, no, sorry, man. Oh, let's do this. She's counting on us. Shelly's counting on us. Come on, man. Roll composure. I'll give you a +2 from his successes.
Straight composure.
Yeah.
7.
What'd you roll?
3.
4 or 5? Okay. Well, at least you didn't roll a 1. So you're still shaking. He tried, kind of went in one ear, out the other, but I'm going to make it where you're kind of like still
Knocked
calmed
out.
by his presence a little bit. But he's going to have to step away from you a little bit, so it's not like y'all are like right next to each other.
Yeah.
It looks like there's kind of a, there was, we'll say 2 people stepped away when y'all got, after y'all walked away. No. One guy stepped away to talk to him. Then when he stepped away and he was talking about y'all do your pose, he motioned, and the other guy stepped away, and Pike went over there to where that guy was. And he's now has his gun out and watching. And visibly you see him go, he's like, he goes, he's going to do a wits expression. He gets 1 success. He's like, he goes, he's basically like,
Meaning no ammo?
no, he was like, he kind of goes, he goes, basically like, fuck, I could have accidentally shot somebody, But he's like, okay. All right. On that point, we're going to stop. 1 second. Richard!
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, we can continue.
Yeah, I called your name earlier, and you weren't answering. So I was like, okay, I'm going to finish this a little bit, and then I called, see if you actually wake up.
I'm so happy. You have no idea. I'm
Hey,
really
I know,
enjoying this.
I know.
Hey, I was doing good. I can't believe I fucked up on that thing.
So Ginger was doing really well, and then he accidentally rolled a 1, and now he's been
I'm intimidated by the boss now.
Yeah.
I am in your hangar, though.
Yeah. He's in Terminal A.
We still have
Where
no
you
sign
are.
of Justin.
Yeah.
I never hear you. I never heard you say my name. All I heard was,
No, you were snoring.
all I heard was his thing start. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I guess we're doing this. And I was like, fine.
No, we did his, and he was coming back to the terminal, and there was just a little small section when he came back, and it's coming to you now. So, do real quick. Do a wits composure. Bless you. Do a wits composure, and then tell me what you're doing. So basically, doing a perception check.
Two successes.
Okay. All right. You said I forget how. You'd used your feet or something to snap the zip tie, right?
No, I got my arms and gone under my feet and snapped them like that.
Okay. And then you put your hands back behind your back, right? Okay. So it's been a little bit of time, but you hear the squawking, the radios and stuff, so it makes you look up. As you're looking around, you see one uniformed guy enter. He's carrying a woman behind him, almost dragging her, and then he points behind him through the open door, and then another big guy walks in that's in uniform, and some guy comes to meet him. They have a few words. Then you start to see Rorschach walk up to him, and they talk, and then he yells at him and turns and walks away. The guy looks a little, flabbergasted, and you see the other guy take up a position nearby. At that moment, Maya's like kind of sniffling. She don't really know what's going on. She doesn't say anything though. You just hear her sniffling. What are you doing? Real quick before I move along. See if you're going to be doing anything.
I mean, I freed my hand, so
Okay, you're
that's
just going
all that I can do for now.
to... Okay. You might have a chance here. Okay, you hear... Okay, no, that happens after. Okay, you, all of a sudden... What are you doing, Ginger?
Trying to talk to him without talking over you.
Just say it.
Cabinet. Cup.
Alright,
That. Yes.
y'all...
That's what I want to use.
all of a sudden y'all hear something in the distance. Obviously y'all are kind of in an enclosed area, but y'all hear what sounds like an explosion in the distance, and then the earth shake.
From which way?
This point it sounds like I would think I didn't really come up. It would be north from where y'all are. So if you're probably where you're sitting, it's gonna be like sounds like kind of like in that direction, like, but pretty far away.
Okay. Is
Like-
that out on the tarmac? Is that...
You don't see an explosion, but it sounds like it was like a couple miles away.
Okay.
Yeah, not anywhere nearby. Then when at that point, you okay, Maya's like, what was that? And radios start going off again, and that's when you start hearing gunshots. Now, they sound a little faint at first. Then you hear yelling, and you see the doors fly open, and two of those guys come in, screaming about something, and they go and they start saying, they're pretty far away. Do another, if you want to try to listen to what they're saying, do like an investigation or something. Or another wits composure, perception. You didn't roll that high. It's at least one success.
Roll 3.
Oh. Okay. So the only thing you can really make out is that they say, need barricade. That's it.
Okay.
And they start like putting chairs, and fucking people start yelling. You hear dumb, and meanwhile, you hear something that sounds like just people screaming. And it sounds like that, like where when it's just a bunch of people are moving from one location to another. And then the doors fly open, and
Well, are all the guys focused on that? Or...
once they said barricade and the gunshots went off, earlier, the explosion, everybody's kind of like on edge. Nobody's really looking at the hostages right now, because the ones that are kind of near y'all, when the explosion happened, they kind of looked out the window. They're looking at the cops, outside. There's some yelling outside. And then, that was a good question, actually. And then the people came in, and there's others nearby. They're all pretty much looking at the exits, but there's a large majority of them looking at that one door that those people came, and they're trying to put chairs in front of. They're yelling. There's a lot of noise going on right now.
Then I'm gonna move to the opposite side of the room from where they are making the barricade. I'm not gonna stand up and run, but to stay low.
When you go to move, Maya's like, "What are you doing?"
Running.
Like,
When he says running,
no, not loud. Well, if that's the only thing you say, she's gonna get up and she's gonna look around actually real quick. As long as she don't fucking fail. Yeah, she got
Stand up and run and get a bullet right in the brain.
Yeah, she honestly, I'm gonna have to tell you later something that would have happened if y'all didn't do so good before y'all walked back into there. But yeah, so she starts kind of following you. Where you trying? Yeah, are you?
Where they're barricaded.
Okay, but are you trying to like hide up in like a little, like where some of the like little shops are? Or?
What's on the opposite side of it?
Let's see. The bar isn't. It's like pretty much near the thing. So what would be over there? You'll find a couple of food places It looks like there's nobody in one of them. If you want to run over there,
Yeah, I mean, opposite,
it'll kind of block the line of sight.
opposite side of the room from where they are.
Yeah, if you want to go actually in there.
Focus.
Yeah. You climb over like the counter and shit, or no? Because there's like otherwise there's doors to get back there. But
If there's a counter, yeah.
okay. Just roll, but just don't roll a 1, so they don't hear you. Auto fail will make noise. You should be fine because everyone's focused. Okay. She goes, but she's going literally behind you. Yeah, she's fine. All right. She climbs over there. She says "ow" because she bruised her boob. And okay. On that point.
Where she says,
She ignores you.
I know.
I mean, she can get shot if she wants. That's her problem.
Jeez.
And
Just sneak away from the people. Ow!
she didn't say it loud. She didn't
Well,
roll.
she made noise.
She didn't roll a 1. No, this was just for fluff. And that's at that point. Then you. That's when you hear. They did manage to get something in front of the door, so they just fly open. But it's at that point when start to hear banging on the door. You can do a quick perception if you want. You are both in the same room.
What's in the behind the counter?
It's a. Let's say it's a Subway. So there's actually. We'll do a quick investigation while you're looking around. But there's a. They have that the table and stuff. There's napkins. There's cups. What'd you get?
What do I roll?
It's wits investigation.
1.
1 success.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll
As
your
you're
wits and composure.
yes, as you look around, you stumble upon the drawer where they put their knives to cut the bread.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna take one.
Do they? Are there like cabinets?
Not here, but you would think so. There's some in the back.
Okay.
If the door's not fucking locked.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, you very clearly see one of those bloodied faces at the door, and its mouth it's kind of like the flesh on this side of the mouth is ripped, so its mouth is open further on that side, so it's like, and it's banging, and you see clearly, like, they did okay for like 30 seconds, but you see it doing this very quickly, the door opening. Are you going
I'm
to
gonna go into the back.
okay. When you go to open the door, it opens. Let's see. Going off your 1 success. I'm trying to think if there's anything fucking here.
He's the only one so far.
Yep. He might.
You find, there's. You see the dough back there. It looks like they were still, working when those people came in and they rushed them out. Looks like they were counting up some money back there. with your one success, you can't exactly see how much it was. Looks like in the rush, there's like, stack of bills and, some change just along the way. There's some of those rolls set out, not filled up. You have some, some of those big pans and stuff back there, and one of those little trolleys that they put shit on. That's about it. With one success, that's all I could think of.
They don't have any kind of storage.
There is there's a
They don't have a refrigerator.
if you think they look for it, yeah, they have one.
Well, like what kind?
It's just a little walk-in. It's not very big, but there's a little one. You're probably you would think that the only reason they probably have this is because they're in the airport.
Thank you.
Can you not think with your stomach? Oh, go ahead.
This was keeping me busy.
Lucy's awake. At least now.
While he's thinking of the walk-in and stuff. So with you see that, and you see the door start to open.
Okay.
What are you doing? Do you say something?
Real quick, with the door that's being opened,
Yeah.
I was watching the door.
You see
Where am I from that door?
not too far. You're about 10, 15 feet.
Just like to my right or something?
You're staring at it.
Oh, that's the door I'm watching.
Yes.
Okay. Where is the leader and the where's Royce and where's Rorschach?
You don't know where Royce is? Actually,
Can I see them or do I need to
you do
roll
not
for it?
see. You don't know. You don't see Royce, but as far as you know, but you see. If you look, you do see Rorschach clearly barking orders to people.
Can he see me from where I'm at? Or am I behind him?
Not right now. I mean, he's not looking at you, but he's facing kind of your direction while he's talking to people.
Where's Pike?
Pike is probably about 10 feet from you, watching, and the like little stops and the people and everything. Thank you.
Does it look like all the other guards have moved to this barricade, or are there other guards?
There's a
watching
lot more
doors?
people over here.
But there are other guards still watching the other doors, though.
A little bit, not as much as they were. They're pretty focused on this right now.
Okay. I want to have my character help.
You're gonna try the barricade, or you're gonna try to push it shut? What are you doing?
Guess I'll try to barricade it. Is there anything around me I see that I can lift? That might
There's
help.
actually, remember I said there was a fake plant? There was that fake plant nearby. It actually has a pretty big base, and from here it looks like it has dirt in it, because they were trying to make it look real. There's boxes. You don't know if they're full or not. There's stuff at that bar, but that's pretty far away. There's not a lot.
What's closest to me, the tree or the boxes?
Boxes. Well, no, sorry, the tree.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Pike is actually going to, real quick, run up on the door. He manages to push it back a little bit. On him doing that, let's see. Another one actually comes up, and because he took a running start, he closed it all the way. So it's not, and you hear a click, but that's, doesn't mean anything. Back to you. While you do a wits investigation for the boxes.
Oh, what about the tree? I saw the tree.
Sorry, the tree. Real quick roll for you, just like a
Strength or something?
yeah,
Pure strength?
just a quick, just strength brawl. Basically, to manhandle the thing over there. All right, your turn.
I'm gonna go into the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
for something inside the fridge to tie the door handle to something to stop it from opening.
Okay. Let's see. In there, you're gonna see some of there where they hold their meat and stuff. There's some of the bread that's frozen. You're like, not really sure why that's in there. You don't really see. I'm trying to think what could be in there. There's. When you do that, you do start to think, because you see their you start to see like their boxes and all that shit that they probably have. I'm trying to think what I don't know if they would have like a fucking rope or strap or something.
I mean, if they don't, they don't.
This is a bar.
No, it's a Subway.
Not aprons.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Yeah, they have aprons.
You know, store y'all's aprons in y'all's fridge, Domino.
Outside of it sometimes.
It's cold in there. You see stuff. There's meat, but there's nothing.
I want to try to find where the vent is, where the fan would be that would blow the cold air.
Well, it's blowing right now, so you find it pretty quickly.
Take the vent off
Okay.
and try to get through that way.
Okay. Do a. Just do real quick. Did you get a success? Whatever the hell you roll.
I rolled that.
Oh, roll again. Do a dexterity. We'll say dexterity athletics for you to just get up there and get it off, because I don't think it'd be hard.
2 successes.
Okay. So you're fairly tall, so you kind of jump and pull it down. You do realize, though, that you're, upon seeing that it's not blocked, that you probably can't just jump up there and climb in there. You're going to need something to stand on.
Or I can pull myself up into it.
You can try.
I'm gonna have her get down on her knees and climb up.
She
Use
says
her to
no.
boost my back.
She tells you that you're gonna have to help her up. She's not gonna boost you up because you just leave her there.
I'm gonna jump up and grab her.
Do a strength athletic.
There's got to be something in here that he gets.
No, he just said he wants to jump. I said he'd have to stand on something. He didn't want to look for anything.
T. He said strength athletics?
Yeah.
Yeah, T.
Okay. You managed to hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So you did grab a hold. You're gonna have to roll again to pull yourself up.
One.
All right, that's enough to at least get you to where you're kind of like this, and you can kind of like, get yourself up in there.
If I wanted to go in feet first, would I need to roll again?
Feet first. Oh,
Yeah.
probably a higher. I guess you could try to roll again, but man, you're gonna have to get a good roll for that. It's awkward.
Gymnastics.
One.
No.
No, I want to. I mean, if I can jump up and grab it, then I would assume that there was
It's like
where I got the vent off, there's a piece of metal, there would be a piece of metal going around it so I could grab, if I grab the bottom, I could then reach up and grab the top and then just walk my feet up and go in feet first.
Okay. But I don't know with one success if you pull that off very well.
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I roll it again to.
You can try, yeah.
I mean, I understand if I roll low, then it's going to take longer and longer to do it.
Well, you didn't fail, so yeah, you're in a better position to do it. But keep going.
2.
Okay, you did it.
That's
Yeah, you did it.
2.
Yeah. Okay, so at this point, you get your feet up there and you slide up in there. And Maya's like, help me up.
I'm gonna say, hold up. Let me see if it lets out somewhere.
Okay. She's going to try to jump in the meantime. Do just a real quick wit survival that way you don't go the wrong direction. Oh shit, she actually did okay. Okay, so she actually catches.
2.
Alright, 2 successes, so it's you go to look, you look one way, you're like, okay, that's just gonna make me fall down. And you're like, oh, okay. So you go this way to where you could feel where the kind of air is going. It feels like it's coming from that direction. Was that all of it, Justin?
Yeah, I can give you some more, just a little bit left.
Oh, we'll just kind of top us all off. Did you like it, Ginger? Okay. Real quick, Richard. Hop back to Ginger. So that plant. Did you roll?
2 success.
So 2 successes on your strength brawl. All right, so you pick it up. It's actually got a little weight to it, but you have no problem in. Oh, Justin, it's the one. Mine is the one in front of yours. Yeah, from your direction. Yeah. And you can. Where do you put it? I mean, you got it. What do you do with it?
I want to. Just imagine the barricades up there against the door.
Oh, very quickly. You hear a loud, "Ah!" right when you get near the door. Since you're kind of shaking right now.
Yeah, from the intimidation.
Roll composure.
Straight composure.
Mm-hmm.
1 success.
Okay. You're fine. Would have made you drop it. And it would have broke. Alright, so where you put you're just like that kind of just gets your adrenaline up and it feels light in your hands. So
I set it down at the middle of the base of the barricade and
okay.
pushed it up as tight as I can up against the door.
Okay. Alright.
To where the tree is put.
It's moving. You start, if you look up, you see more faces.
Okay. Can I rendezvous back with Pike?
He's holding it.
He's holding it.
He's still holding it. By the way, him and one other guy are holding it. And their feet are starting to slide backwards.
I've got a lot of strength. How about have me try to help hold the door?
Okay, go ahead and do that. Roll that.
Pure strength?
No, actually, I think so, yeah. Strength roll. Yeah, strength stamina. We'll do strength stamina, yeah. Because
Okay.
this is going to be an extended roll. You'll be holding it.
It's a 13, so it's 2 successes.
Okay, so when you get on there, it again clicks back into place, and Pike and the other guy end up getting righted kind of
Get their
back
foot
again.
back.
Yeah, get their get their balance again. But man, you start feeling like not. We do a quick composure. I mean, sorry, wits composure. We're doing perception.
1 success.
It doesn't feel like they're banging. It almost feels like their bodies are hitting it. With that, I'm not going to tell you exactly what's going on, but and roll again for strength stamina to keep holding the door if that's what you want to do, Richard. As you walk through, you start feeling the air getting a little bit stronger, and you start seeing
How's that?
it getting a little bit brighter in here, and you come across another fork in the road in your vent area. Go ahead and roll another with survival. You should be fine though. Which one of these many colored dice will I use?
Pink isn't a thing.
Roll a 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that.
So you rolled a 1. So what happens is you end up. Real quick, she's behind you. Ooh, she failed. Okay, so real quick. Okay. So you Maya, you hear her start to kind of, her behind you. She caught up a little bit. She was making noise.
Screaming about her boob.
She ends up kind of falling for this, kind of going the wrong direction like you did, sort of. You end up going, but when you go in there, you start to realize that it's another fall. Mm-hmm. But you still see the daylight. Roll a quick Dex Athletics. You're falling down the vent, but you see daylight in front of you as you're going down. 1?
Do I? 1.
No, you're seeing daylight. You're gonna see stars in a minute. So you fall through the vent and actually hit the ground, and you hit cement. We'll say, I mean, this thing ain't fucking like 2 stories or anything, so you really only, let's say, 2 bashing. I mean, the metal kind of hurt, so we'll say 3 bashing because you hit the metal too. But Maya comes right behind you, and we'll say for, argument's sake that she doesn't land on you, so you're not humiliated.
She does, because they're all out of the way.
Yeah, if you want to roll out of the way. So she, actually, I need to do that dex. Okay, so she doesn't hit the ground as hard as you did, but she still hits. She doesn't land on you either. So she hits the ground, skins her knee or something. And she's like more like, she's like, that kind of does it like that little embarrassed huff. And you see that you're outside as you look around. And let's see. Okay. We'll do. Alright. And ooh. Roll a strength stamina. What was your strength stamina roll?
I got 3 successes.
Ooh. Okay, so what happens is you feel like you've got it, right? And then with a hard shove, like all of a sudden it's like, bah, 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 bah. And Pike just slips. He rolled a 1. The door starts to open. Yeah. I rolled 3 for them, and you, Pike, and another guy rolled. And they rolled well. It's starting to open. People are starting to freak out.
Does it look like any of the guards are starting to retreat? Or fall
Not
back?
the ones holding it, not the one holding it, but the other ones are starting to pull the guns up.
Okay.
And that's kind of worrying you because you're right there, and they cock it.
Can any chance I can actually look at Pike and get a feeling of from his expressions whether or not to back off or not, like for us to move out of the way?
Let's see real quick. Okay. Yeah, he's. I mean, he's gathered, but if you look to him, he's like.
This is it, man.
Yeah. He's like kind of nods and he pulls out his gun.
Okay.
And he takes several steps back.
Okay, I want to do the same.
Okay.
One on my side.
And on
I'll
doing
make sure
that,
my gun's reloaded.
on doing that,
And the safety's off. Quick question: does my gun and his gun have a scope?
yes,
Okay.
same gun. On that, real quick, while all that was going on, you were hearing nearby. Off the radio, because it's right. Y'all have the radios. Come in, Sector Blue. Come in, Blue. Sir, this is Private Daniels. Is anyone there? And then you hear on the radio, Rorschach here. Private Daniels. Where is your CO? He just passed, sir. Lieutenant Michaels got bit and killed himself before he turned. Wait, Michaels? Each section leader has 10 vials for safety to keep chain of command. He has been commanded to keep at least one for himself. How can this happen? Sir, I think it evolved. I don't think it works anymore. Sergeant Dietrich took his and turned a few hours later. If it's any consolation, Michaels took out the horde with his sacrifice. Damn near blew up the whole block doing it. He kept us fighting, sir, but the other sectors, I believe, have been compromised. They keep coming. So far, the city believes there are riots, but that won't hold for long. It's FUBAR, sir. It's out of control. The city is lost. Request a call to command to neutralize the city. Wait on that. And you hear Sector 7. Come in. Sector Red. And just on and on and on. No response. Daniels? Yes, sir. Do it. Aye, sir. Oh, and Daniels? Yes, sir. Good work, son. Thank you, sir. Godspeed. Okay, while that was going on, while y'all were doing all that, that was the conversation. 1 second. Now, that's what you heard. Because he's not in here.
Almost sounds like soldiers.
Are you switching to Justin?
Do you want me to? I can.
No, I was just asking. I was gonna say if you are, I rolled it, or I got 4 successes because I rolled a 10.
Okay.
To see, like what was around.
Okay.
But if you're switching,
Well, it's fine. We'll do that real quick, and that's a good segue. All right, so outside you hear what sounds like just a bunch of people yelling and screaming, and you hear the whoop, whoop, the cops because they're outside. You hear the loudspeaker because they heard of some gunshots. They're like, stand down, and you just hear a bunch of just people starting freaking out because there's gonna be people around the fucking thing. People don't. It sounds like people are nearby. I mean, the police. You can kind of see police lines, but it seems like you're on the other side of the building to where everyone could see into that hangar. I thought something went off. That particular waiting room.
No, you said whoop whoop. And that made me think of this one guy said Trace Weeks.
We gonna play it? Might as well.
Let's see if it does it.
End up saying woo woo.
This is the audience.
Okay. All right. So you hear that, and 1 second to make sure this is going still. Yeah.
So everybody in the report go whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Yeah. All right. So you see that, and just you can hear that, but what you see is you're kind of in one of the little back areas. It looks like you're near an alley. Mm-hmm. It's kind of big for an alley, but you're in an alley. Back to Justin. Last thing that happened on Sean and Jeff's incredible adventure.
Last thing that happened on Shaun of the Jeff.
Yeah. Was as y'all were heading that way towards Terminal A, all of a sudden you saw a flash, and then the glass shattered and something whiffed by your head, and then you saw another flash. Roll actually dexterity athletics real quick. Oof. Okay. So let's see if I actually.
Just shy of 2 successes. So.
Okay. 1. Okay. So you saw the glass shatter and you heard something go by your ear. You also saw another, immediately after you saw another flash. Kind of like, what do you do?
I tell Jeff to duck as I try to duck.
You duck? Okay. All right. You duck under the window? Okay, so you duck under the window, and you hear... This one sounded different. You hear, instead of the... You hear... Like... And you hear... Oh! He rolled a 1. I think thanks athletics, he rolled a 1. And he's like... Oh. And you see him holding his, let's say, right shoulder. You see just blood pouring out. Do you have medicine? Okay. But what's your thing right here? What are you gonna do? Because we're getting shot. What is going on? I think we went to the wrong terminal, man.
Give me cover fire.
Hold on.
I don't think he can drive right now.
Actually, Ginger, can you hand me my Cthulhu dice?
Yeah.
My red dice?
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, you can just put that back. I'm gonna leave this out. My favorite part of it. Oh. This is my favorite.
What's this?
Coin.
So,
Well, I know that, but...
all right. Now, I'm gonna let y'all call it. Y'all decide. Do y'all want his left to be heads or tails, or his right to be heads or tails? Pick one.
Just heads right, left tails.
Okay. Because this makes a difference. Right was heads? Okay. So, he was shot in the right shoulder. Okay? And because most people are right-handed, I can't think of any reason why Jeff wouldn't be. We're going to give him, we'll just say the size of his arm. So a -2 to
Well,
his.
I just want him to be.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, I'm going to give him a -2 to firing with his right arm. But he's going to have even greater negative firing with his offhand. So you want him to give cover fire, or what are you doing?
I am going to be driving.
Okay. Alright. He fired in the distance. He's firing. Here. Fires a couple shots.
So where are they?
You rolled a 1 on the wits composure. You don't know where they are right now.
Alright. Yes, perception.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm here.
Yeah.
It's confusing in my head.
I just rolled a 1.
Okay, so give me a driving roll real quick. We'll say for perception, we'll say real quick. That's because you don't know where they are.
Alright. Drive plus what? Just.
Well, it's probably wit. Or we'll say dex drive.
Okay.
And is he still just driving a train?
Yeah.
I mean, they go automatically.
I know.
Just control the speed.
I know.
2 successes.
All right. Okay, so you get it going. It's going. You keep it the same speed. You'll speed up. Okay, how much?
A lot.
Okay. All right. You still have your head down?
No. He's doing the cover fire, so
Yeah. But you don't see shit because you rolled a 1.
Yeah. But at least I'm looking.
Yeah. Okay. So you hear another couple. Let me make sure it's not even rolling criticals or something. Okay. You hear a couple of gunshots fire over you, but you're fine. He's doing cover fire. You're looking when that happening. Whatever. You really feel it to start to pick up speed. Real quick. For this. Okay. You hear a burst of fire, and real quick, roll Dex Athletics. I'm gonna have Jeff do it too. And it was from. You hear multiple shots, so it sounded like from multiple people.
1 success.
Okay, so you literally see a bullet come out through the console. And as you go to duck out of the way, it almost hits you in the face. Jeff just because last time he got hit, he went overboard and just leaped to the ground. And he's still shooting like out the window, but like this. But that's the train. You start hearing like a like a warning light. What do you do?
So they're still ahead of us.
Mhm.
Alright, so since I don't have to actually control the train, I'll look where they are again. Fail. 7. Okay, I almost thought that was a 1 again.
Okay. As you look up, you see they're running. Now it looked like they were moving this way. They're running this way now. because you're going fast. So you're passing
The
those.
zombies are attacking.
You're passing. You're passing those guys, but then you see a bunch of other guys in front of you, like maybe 3, 4, 5, but you're coming up on them pretty quick. You're hearing stuff like radios and shit like that, and they're yelling, like.
I'll slow down a little bit.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
You're not gonna.
At first I thought he was going to slow down so they were up to the train and he just speeds up again.
Well, actually, okay. Well, real quick. Well, you do a wits composure. Let's see if you hear it.
2.
Okay. You start to hear. Yeah, you start to hear them saying, barricade, they're coming, and stuff like that. Gunshots. Not gunshots. Not yet. You hear yelling. You hear, as you're driving by them, because at this time you slowed down, but you're still going pretty fast, right? Okay. So you speed past them. Jeff's still kind of, no. And you start hearing something, somebody talking. And then, you, real quick.
Right. If he took the guy's backpack, he most likely had the radio on it, so he'd probably be hearing everything.
No, he, earlier, it was, the radio was squawking. It was on his, it was on the side of his.
I was thinking about grabbing it and I forgot.
Yeah, he forgot to grab it. I said there was a headset in his backpack, though.
Yeah, well.
And parts to a radio, but just spare parts. But anyway, you
Jeff
have to roll Dex Athletics again. Jeff hits the ground again as y'all hear, this time clearly hear a gunshot, like a few gunshots.
2 successive.
Okay, glass shatters are, you hear glass shattering, some around you as they shoot the windows out a little bit more, but then you start to hear cursing and more, far, far away. They're starting to get more and more away.
I'll give Jeff the headset.
Oh, you go into your bag now?
Yeah. See if you can hear any chatter.
You still hear more gunshots. Here, let me do. He's probably a little bit more in computers than you. Yeah, he does not. Okay, he gets a success, but it takes him a little while. So let's say give him a couple minutes. In that time, you're coming up on.
Are the people not anywhere?
No, you still hear firing and yelling, but they're a little far. Oh, nice, dude. They're a little far away.
I slow it down.
Yeah, and you see that from that last bit of fire, when y'all got out of the way, and you get up, you see that. Aww.
See what?
You see that you missed the turnoff, so you're going away.
You're going back to B.
You're going away. You didn't see where it was, what it was, but you're going away. Basically the thing was you can actually here real quick. Actually, I don't think that's fair. Roll a wits composure. Do a perception real quick.
1 success.
Okay. You see that it says B to go B or C, and you haven't been to B yet. You've been to C. The file again?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I guess I'll go to B.
Okay.
I slow it down though.
Okay. You slow it down. You're going. You start. you realize you're going. Jeff does think maybe you're going a little too slow, but you might be okay. You're hearing running, yelling. Okay. Kind of fades away a little bit. And then the train starts. You hear the like lights blinking and shit, and it's alerts, alarms blaring and shit, and it starts to sputter a little bit. It's still going, but you start to hear a little grind. Yeah.
That was a medicine roll.
Stop pairing this roll the same size.
And then you, all of a sudden, the brakes engage. Emergency brakes engage, and it comes to a stop, and you hear nothing. At least for now.
Alright, so medicine roll is medicine and intelligence, right?
Actually, yeah, I think so. Intelligence and medicine.
Alright, so I'm gonna look and see if it was a clean.
Oh, for Jeff? It was. And that's probably, you think, why he's okay? Just
It
more?
was up until it hit his collarbone and shattered.
Yeah.
So I'll,
It went through the meat of his shoulder right here. That's it.
alright, so I'll just
Like right here. All that is meat.
I'll tear some, I guess, shirt off or something. Stop the bleeding.
Quit being a bitch. It's only a flesh wound.
Yeah.
a scratch.
And what was your roll for that?
1 success.
Okay.
I can still fight.
Oh, okay. He's like, okay, so he does, because you,
Yeah.
he rolled an auto fail. Only reason I did that was because of where y'all are. And nothing right now, he's, and,
Alright, we gotta get off of this.
okay. Just like, yeah, okay. And because of the slasher films and stuff he watches, let me do a. He'd probably think of this. Yeah. Okay, so he said he starts doing that and getting that other clip and putting some more bullets into it. That puts it back in, and then he puts the rest of the mag. Because I think we said he only found one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did the roll have to do with slasher film?
No, I just did a memory roll. Just because he's like, whether he's thinking. Because he was stuck with because he's like a scary movie person, so he'd be. Whether or not I'm think he's like, oh, I should be reloading. Always reload. Always shoot the zombie in the head.
Double
Yeah,
Cardio.
that double tap, yeah. So, so he does that while you're going, and you're leaving the train.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In the meantime, he has gotten the headset working, and at this point, all he's hearing is fucking incoherent yelling.
So we are in B.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're near the kind of the train area, like that area where it's around. But if you want to go into the hangar, you have to like go into the actually open the the door to get in there.
I'm gonna look through the door first.
Okay.
See if there's more people. Okay. Yeah, 1 success.
Okay. Nothing. You don't see anything.
Okay.
All right. Open the door.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Opens the door, and you don't really hear anything. And there's a hallway, and you see it says, exit a little way down, and then you also see where it says, terminal A, security, stuff like the other one. It has all that stuff, but there's like terminal A, and that's where you started.
Alright, well, I mean, an exit's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Especially with what we saw.
All right. He's trying to wake up.
I'm gonna ask Jeff, I'm like, hey, let's get out of here. Going back?
Yes. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Maybe we should. If we see anybody, it's not these people. We can tell them to call the police.
Okay. Sounds good to me then.
Alright, so start walking towards the exit.
Okay.
That is a 2 successes.
Okay.
God, it's a 5 pool, but still not that great.
Okay.
So I'm looking.
Back's bothering him.
If I can see anything, it's bothering all of us. We need to exercise our back. Okay.
So you go to the exit?
Yeah, but I was looking around to see if,
As you go, you don't really see anyone going towards here. As you start walking closer to the exit, however, you see something blinking.
Okay.
You get closer?
Yeah. Investigate it.
Okay.
Investigation and
Let's.
it's not horrible. 1 success.
Okay. As you get closer, you see that it is to your knowledge, it looks like a bomb. I mean, it's blinking. It says armed. There's a timer.
How much knowledge does he have of bombs?
It's just,
What are you doing here all the time?
I'm a criminal.
yeah, it very clearly says bomb. He can see wires. Oh, sorry, armed. Did I say bomb? Armed.
I was like,
Yeah, you did say bomb.
Yeah. The way Richard's face, I was like, wait, I probably said bomb. It says armed, and there's a like, it's like, I forget what time I said last time, but it's 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes.
Is I'm technically more of
What?
a petty criminal,
Trying to get attention.
so
He's fine.
I haven't bombed anything.
And so you see, a timer too, but wires and everything. It looks like a bomb, and it's armed.
Who is this?
I mean, those guys.
Let's 2 successes. Shit.
What are you trying to do?
I rolled an 8. 2 successes.
What are you trying to do?
I'm going to. I want to go to the security office.
Didn't you go to the one last time?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, so you go towards where it's set to A, but it's still in B,
Yeah.
that direction, and you start going towards the security office. You go there, and you start to see, there's several doors, like 5-6 doors. You see next to you is like storage closet. On the right, as you walk, you see, just employee office, this, that, and then you start seeing, then you see the security kind of by itself. Definitely a better door, like the other one. It looks like, it's like in a classroom door or something, those. It has a little window in it, but it's very clearly thicker and has a better lock and everything.
Okay. I look through the door.
You see, in there, table. There's some chairs, and you see screens.
Okay, so
There's nobody in there right now. Well, that you can see anyway. As you go to walk in, you see some wrappers strewn on the floor. You see a bag. Looks like somebody was collecting trash. Because you see like a little bag, and there's like Subway wrappers or something. Someone
so it's like the last one.
And then you see screens.
So no one's in here.
Not that you can see.
I want to look around.
Well, yeah, you can.
I'm looking for just to make sure that this room is empty.
You see like a little storage closet. Like their little lockers.
Okay. So I'm going to. I'm gonna
Spicy punches
ask
in there.
Jeff very quietly. Be like, I'm gonna tell him, open the storage closet. While you're next to it, open it this way. We've seen way too many zombie movies.
Okay. He opens.
The only reason I didn't do it is because he can't handle my gun.
He goes to open the thing. He kind of slowly opens it where it doesn't like make a lot of noise, but opens it quick. And just light pull. And there's clothes. Like looks like a couple. What the security guards were wearing. And there's like some shoes in there. It looks like they're extra clothes, maybe, or people that weren't working today. And there's a couple badges in there. That's about it. It just looks like that's where they keep their stuff. You see what's look like a little. You see, as you look in there, you see white too, like white, because that's like a lot that stands out compared to everything else. You look.
I will.
Okay, it's on one of their it's like off to the side, and it looks like it's a can of pepper spray.
Okay.
So you grab it.
Yeah.
Okay, because they aren't allowed to work.
Yeah.
Security
I
officers.
look in there. Is there any identification or
I said their badges are in there.
wallets?
No,
No wallets?
no. This looks like it's something that's been just hung up. Ooh, Ginger, you okay?
Make sure I didn't hit the table with the chair because where I placed it. Nice rock. Oh.
I'm gonna ask Jeff. I'll be like, do you need to change your clothes? I don't know if this I don't think this is gonna help us to change into airport security.
He says he could put on the shirt to at least where people won't see blood.
Yeah, I'll ask.
He
him
could
to do
change
that.
his shirt.
And I'll grab the. I'll look at the badges. Is this? And I'll look to.
Let's see if he'll think to do that.
I'm gonna ask Jeff to help me look at the badges to see if they are those kind of badges for security. They're not key card badges.
Okay, so he slips the shirt over his own.
Okay.
You're grabbing the badges? What'd you say?
Yeah, I was gonna look at them to see if they're key card badges.
No. They're just badges.
Alright, we don't need them then. Alright,
Do what? As you turn around, do a perception. Is that what you're doing, turning around?
sure, I'll turn around.
Okay. Jeff is with you, but he can't be the only one seeing shit.
Alright.
Wait till he gets
One.
out. Roll the 1.
No.
One success?
Yeah.
Wow, he peed and then peed again.
I think it's the flushing.
Alright, so. Alright. You start to see. I kind of actually want to stop if people fall asleep. Your back's bothering you that much?
No, I mean here because it hurts to sit on that chair.
Did you not have your butt thing?
It's not my hemorrhoids, it's my leg. There's no cushion, just pure wood.
Yeah, at least yours had more cushion than mine does.
Well, he has that thing. I'm just waiting until Ginger gets back. I'm just waiting until you get back. Okay. No, you're fine. As you turn around, and you got one success on your perception, you turn around and you know your eyes flit across the screens, and you see movement. That catches your eye. Do you investigate?
Yeah. I tell Jeff to lock the security door while we're in here.
Okay.
Two successes.
Okay.
I investigated.
All right. Good. You see, as you look through the screen, you see what looks like people running by the camera. Some of the screens, and then in one of them, you see like someone run down, and you see as you run down, it runs down like the escalator stairs or something, or just across the thing. You see as it runs across, it runs by, falls over something, runs and jumps over something or whatever, and with your investigation, you see that those are people that tripped over. There's a bunch of dead people on the ground, and then you see one get up and start shambling, and you're like, that's and then you also see some, actually roll a survival. With survival, you start to see some running, near, down some hallways and stuff like that. It looks like some are heading to.
What is with these? Oh my god! I have to get a different dice.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 1. Kind of unjinx it. I rolled a 1.
You rolled the auto fail?
Yes.
Okay, so as you see these running, you're not really at the moment figuring out anything, and then I guess you just wait, and you start hearing stuff. What sounds like running.
Alright, so I should be able to put it together there. Alright, so.
Are you trying to put it together? Do another with survival.
Is he out again?
I think it's more just resting.
One shot.
Oh, you didn't get a success?
No.
One shot.
Okay.
I rolled too low.
I was gonna give you a break there. I don't know if he has a survival. Alright, you start to hear more running. It's getting closer, and you start hearing what sounds familiar now. And that's where Jeff starts like, dude, what the fuck? Dude, is that what I think it is?
I don't know. It sounds familiar. Let me search the cameras before way out. One.
Okay. With one success, you start to see, like, you see some things. There's exits. If you're looking for a way out, you see exits. And Terminal A pops. You see that. You see Terminal C. You see... What happened? Oh. You see that there's some like food courts and stuff like that, and Hangar B. That's pretty much what you see.
Let's see. And we didn't pass any of those, so I wouldn't know where those were.
Well, it looks like it's near the waiting area. And I mean, you kind of remember the layout for these are pretty much all the same because you were in the Terminal A.
All right, so see, the problem is I don't know how big an explosion that is. Trying to think of weak spots in buildings.
This is the hardest part of this, to how to get out.
I figured as much.
Richard actually found a pretty good way that I didn't even think about. I was like, oh yeah, he can get out. They didn't have time to set up shit like that.
I think I handled mine pretty okay for what happened.
I want to get to you again and Richard again, but I need Justin to get a little bit further along. He was a little too far away, I think. And he ended up going off the track, and he ended up going one way.
Richard still up.
Yeah.
Giggled.
I didn't hear what he said.
Because he wasn't paying attention to the track.
What kind of shops you said there was again?
It's just normal. You probably saw like a pancake place. It wasn't like IHOP or anything. You saw a
Waffle House.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, you saw just all sorts of like just eateries mostly. I mean, that's what they have in there. There's probably a gift shop.
And most hangars and stuff, they have windows where you can look outside, right? Alright. And how close are we to the that area?
You
Of B?
B, you figure you're probably.
You said that's the waiting area, right?
Yeah, you probably need to double back a bit because you went, you kind of, well, not double backed, but you need to go a little bit further the way you went and try to make sure you don't go the wrong way this time. But go, instead of it trying to make you go to A, go to B.
Okay.
I'm going to try to keep it simple. I'm not.
Alright.
Huh?
It's like real life bad, correct?
Okay,
So if you're trying to plot out a way in your head, you can do with survival, which honestly will also help you.
Jeff, let's run back the way we came.
Well, actually, what I was saying is, if you're going to go to B, you're going to continue on a little bit, and then you're veer off.
I thought I was at B.
You're in B, the employees area. You need to get to the. Remember, you need to get to the normal area, the big areas.
Okay. Alright, well, I will head towards there.
Jeff is fine. What was your survival roll?
Oh, well, I was rolling for.
Well, what did you roll?
I rolled a 3. That's for something else, but
What was it for?
it was just a perception.
Oh, that's fine.
It didn't.
Jeff actually rolled decent on the survival.
Actually, it did. I got one.
Okay. You actually know what's coming now, and now you're roll composure, straight composure.
Straight over.
I'm letting y'all do resolve composure for people, but for the zombies, I'm making y'all roll straight composure.
I got a 10.
It looks like a 2. Oh, that is a 10. Okay. So you're like oddly focused. You're like, I've seen every movie. No, you're like,
I've been in life and death situations.
you're like, I think I can run fast. You know, you just think you can do this. So you're focused. I'll give you a plus. Actually, yeah, I like this. We'll do something different here. I'll give you a +1 on your next roll. No. You don't have to roll though. Yet, just on your next roll.
Okay.
So head to the next direction. You know, head towards B. Jeff made his survival roll, so he's like starting to freak out. But you're like all of a sudden soldiered up like a man finally, and y'all start running. And that was a perception roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, that wasn't for a survival roll. And that would have told you something that I'm not going to say right now. So as you run...
Well, you said I needed to do a survival roll?
I did, but then you said you're going to do a perception, but that's fine.
Oh, right.
Because that'll help you still get to where you need to go.
Okay.
And you're still hearing what's going on. You come up ahead, past all these little things, you start to see the turn off. It says, hey, come up here to the right to start, to get to Terminal A. And it says go left, and you go down the stairs to go to Terminal B.
Alright.
As you go, you going that way?
Sure.
As you go, you're hearing really not much ahead of you. You still kind of hear what sounds like noises behind you.
Okay.
But you're kind of soldiered on, so you're not going super slow, so you should be fine.
If I hear noises.
What are you doing?
If I hear noises behind me, I'm gonna try to run.
Okay. Remember, you're going down the stairs, and you're going to go through the doors? Because remember, that's where you're going. This is basically the same thing he had to do earlier. Oh, Seeley.
I'll look through the doors.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll the 1?
Yes.
Oh, maybe change dice. Okay, so you basically, we'll do it this way. You go to look through, you bang your head or some shit on the door. And Jeff's like, to go.
Okay, so I open the door.
Yeah. You smell, actually, blood. Yeah, just, because you remember you saw the bodies. You actually start seeing the bodies.
Okay.
It's a lot. Let's do actually, yeah, this is where your +1 comes in handy. Do a resolve composure. so you don't vomit.
But I'm pretty sure I've seen death already.
It's a lot of death. It's a lot of death.
Doesn't mean that odor doesn't.
You're all by yourselves.
I rolled a 10.
You're fine. Okay. So, what do you do?
Alright, so I'm looking around. Can I see the airstrip?
Not where you are. I mean, you want to walk? Did you walk in?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you do.
Okay.
The airstrip doesn't. There's planes out there, but nothing's going on. And there's looks like there's a little parking area and stuff like that, but there's some cars there, but
Alright.
you see something in the distance, but you don't know what's going on.
Is there anything I can use, like a chair or something?
I mean, there's plenty of chairs in here. I mean, it's a waiting area.
Alright, so I'm gonna tell Jeff, let's hug the wall. Then I shoot the window.
Alright. Okay. As you look at him, do a perception real quick.
Who?
Jeff.
Jeff? 3.
3 successes? Oh, nice. So as you go to look at Jeff, you see him, because he's wearing that security cop uniform. You see blood right here. And you look down and see and watch as there's drops behind y'all from where y'all came from. And as you look from where you came from, you see start to walk in, and then you start hearing running. Doesn't sound like a lot, but there's at least something running. Are you gonna shoot the window? You were gonna do that. Roll for that too if you're still doing it. Are you gonna do that?
You're an asshole.
Why?
Be nice to the DM.
What if he's trying to get my friend killed?
It's better than leaving your friend behind. Like what he's
Yeah.
like what he's trying. Go ahead.
I was joking.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to save an extra person.
Alright, I'm gonna tell Jeff to shoot the window.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot the zombie in the face.
All right. He shoots. It. I mean, it goes in. It looks like it does that.
We'll tell him to keep working on it.
Okay.
6.
That's a 10. Okay, he shoots it a few times.
It's a Dex firearm.
Yes, Dex firearms plus 3.
So 2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 successes.
All right. So you shoot the
Wait, I said I
zombie.
was gonna shoot him in the head.
So
I mean,
minus
it's the
3.
scope.
Minus 3. Plus 1. So minus 2. If you're shooting him in the head.
2 successes.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
minus 2. Yeah, 2 successes.
Yeah, you shoot him in the head. Because it's a he falls kind of back, almost falls down. While you're doing that, you clearly hear, "Fuck it." Da, 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 da. If you look, He literally shot at the same point where he shot last time he rolled a 10. And all of a sudden the glass breaks. Then you hear kind of the roar of the wind, but you hear more running. It's getting closer. Not more, but it's getting closer.
Alright, so then that was the only zombie that poked its head through.
Right now, yeah.
Alright.
Maybe.
Alright. Come on, Jeff, let's start heading towards that window.
Well, I thought y'all went right up against the window. No?
Said wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well then, I mean, book it. If y'all gonna book it, book it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it was it deck stand?
Do running is Richard? Do you remember what running is?
Running is stamina.
Dex?
No.
Athletics.
Yeah. It's about to be your turn, by the way. It's gonna be. I'm gonna do. I think a little bit with
Almost a success.
you and a little bit with Red.
Almost a success.
You didn't get a success?
I rolled a 2.
You dick. So so what happens is Jeff's like, he goes, I'll cover you. And he goes to run. He runs near the window and turns around and shoots the zombie again. I was gonna make him jump through, but not without you. So you're the one that he kind of you're more the yeah. Like with Red and Pike, they're both kind of gung ho people, but Jeff's definitely more mellow. I didn't say beta, I said mellow. So anyway, so he shoots again, and what are you doing? So you get near there, but you haven't made it through the window yet. Do another one. So do a
10.
okay. Now do a quick Dex Athletics. Are you climbing through the window, jumping through the window? What are you doing?
Wait, why not roll that?
Just make it to the window. Cause you like tripped or some shit. Like you forgot how to run. The fuck was that, Jess?
Dex Athletics?
Yeah.
No. 7.
It's a big window. You catch the. I'm not gonna make it on only on a 1. You catch what are you wearing right now?
Oh, I don't fucking remember my shirt.
Shirt and pants? Blue jeans?
I
Shorts?
think I came from somewhere cold.
Okay.
My jacket.
Okay. What are you wearing on your bottom?
Oh, I don't know, jeans.
Okay. So you catch, as you try to jump through, you catch your jacket on it. And you feel something tug on your pants. Real quick roll. Like, just roll.
9.
Okay. If you feel real quick on your jacket, if you pull, you actually save it. You don't rip it. I'm actually doing you a favor here. Just make sure your shit stays good. Come to find out, you look down, your pants are ripped, but it's just sliced right through. At least it didn't like catch on the glass. That's it. Now, on seeing that you just all of a sudden made it through pretty quick, Jeff actually doesn't shoot anymore, and he just hops through the window. Actually, pretty good considering he's shot. And then while you're gaining your bearings, roll wits perception wits composure one more time.
1 success.
Okay, you hear a gunshot. All right. Back to let's go real quick with
No, sorry.
what?
0.
0. You hear a gunshot, But yeah, you hear a gunshot. You hear something, like what sounds like a yell, but you can't tell what it was. But it did sound like it came from like that direction. Okay. Yeah, I am too. No. All right, Richard. It's about to be your turn.
Would have been better if I had not
If you need-
rolling so
Yeah,
shit.
Justin was rolling a little bad, so it took too
If you
long.
need help from the gods, Odin can lend you his strength.
Okay, Ginger.
Wow, it's already bad.
So all of a sudden, let's do this real quick.
Oh shit.
Okay, I rolled a 1 on the window. So the door flies open, and you see one of the zombies fall down. But then all these others start running through. And there's some walking, but there's a bunch start running through. But you see, because of the ones that are running, you see like and then they're kind of like climbing over the other. You see that one that fell, its head just go. Its head just pops. Like there's a lot of weight that just fell on top of it. And then they just all of a sudden stumble in and start running like just out real quick. That's not Pike. That's actually the other guy that was helping y'all push. And then Pike, because y'all pretty much agreed to. Like if you look at him, he starts shooting and backing away. I don't know what his pool is. I wrote it down in the other one, but we'll say 2 and we'll say you had more if you have more what's your weaponry?
Weaponry is 0. For firearms, it is 1.
Okay. We'll say he has 2 firearms.
Yeah, I wanted some better
And
stuff
2
elsewhere.
decks because he's not quite as strong as you. So that gives him exactly 1 success. So he ends up shooting. Well, no, 2 successes. The gun's good. He ends up shooting one of them in the arm. It kind of spins. What are you doing? They start just.
Pike's over there shooting them.
Mm-hmm.
Is my gun on auto or is it on single?
You look at it.
I look at it now.
Okay, it's on auto.
Okay. Well. Shit! Let's slide my boys! Yeah!
God damn it! Oh, fuck.
That was awesome.
Here, hold on. That's perfect time.